jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world combat sports. Talking way too much, world combat sports. Talking way too much, world combat sports.
Yo, shout out to the hottest chat in the MFN game. A-Side official. No negotiation needed, period. You already know WCS is back in the building. Operation 3-time is now official. The first press conference between Terrence Bud Crawford, the A-Side, versus Canelo Alvarez, the other side. They've already started, people. But let me get to the chat right quick, man. BG, Bud Gonna Stop Canelo is in the building. What's good, man? Friday funny. We got this talk on this presser to talk about. We got some audio snippets. Shout out to the two-piece. Jamal Neezy in the building. Salute WCS, salute chat. Mission number 2, born ready. Absolutely. Mike is on deck in the building. Appreciate you there, Neezy, for that donation to the channel, brother. Always. One love. Thanks for the support, man. I see Mike on deck. What it do, Mike? Stickum Boys Fishing and Sport is in the building. What's good with you, man? Salute WCS, salute chat fam. I see you on deck, man. You already know. Let's get down to it, man. As we all know, the first presser kicked off 1 of 3. Okay. Uno, dos, tres. We knew that this fight was going to stay in Vegas, but once again, ta-da! They tricked us again and removed the fight online, only to replace the fight and have us scrambling to pay higher prices for rooms and set up our reservations. But either way, I'm not complaining. You know why I'm not complaining? Because now I get to see, once again, I get to speak on something that is grandiose, extravagant. This fight right here is extravagant when it comes to the boxing annals. We have 2 of the greatest fighters of this era, y'all. We get the opportunity to watch them fight on one night. Everything on the line. Everything. People are going to have their criticism or whatever the case may be about this because they just don't know any better. You know how your mama said they just don't know any better? Hey, boxing fans just don't know any better. They just want to talk about things that stir up controversy. Man, we have Terrence Bud Crawford, Canelo Alvarez, arguably the biggest fight of this era, yo. We're talking about two equally matched giants when it comes to boxing. We're talking about a payload that many fighters cannot carry on their back because they're incapable, y'all, of earning the accolades, accomplishing the achievements of these two individuals right here. Now, I'm not going to tarnish one fighter or the other. I know Canelo tested dirty, but I'm not here to tarnish something that was in the past and speak on it like that. I want to speak about something that's new, refreshing. I want to talk about the first presser. I want to talk about energy. I want to talk about what I heard tonight. I want to talk about it. I want to talk about it. I want to talk about what I heard tonight or today. I want to talk about demeanors. I want to talk about Canelo exposing Crawford. Yeah, that's the narrative that's out there, y'all. Canelo exposed Crawford. And in a way, he did expose Crawford. And I'm going to explain to you in what manner for which Canelo exposed Crawford. But overall, Turki Al-Sheikh said what he said. Big Turk in the building. You know, first and foremost, let me just touch on the fact that these fights are not going to be all the way in the PM. Turkey has an entire evening planned out. Come on, bro. That's how you do it. Turki Al-Sheikh said, no. We're not going by tradition. For what I do will be different than anyone else. Turkey say, we're going to have the fights in the afternoon. Turkey said, we're going to have breakfast. We're going to have the fights. And then we're going to have an absolute delicious, well prepared. I can't even say a 5-course, a 6-course, a 7-course, but they're going to have what could be considered a gala, a dinner later on that evening. Turkey is not going by tradition, y'all. He said, I could care less about your tradition. Turkey said they're going to have an entire day planned out where the fights is going to be on in the afternoon. I like it. I like it already. Now, of course, we must highlight something that's standing out like a splinter just beneath your freaking pinky toe. And that is people complain about what the undercard gonna look like. I could care less about the undercard. Put Tom and Jerry on that mother. Put Tom and Jerry. Okay? They still gonna have to work their way around the ring. Okay? The fight fans are going to be all right because we came there for the main event. Let's be honest. We didn't come there for anything else except the main event. Point blank, period. I don't care who else on the card. Okay? I don't care about celebrities is in the crowd. We're coming to Allegiant Stadium in Vegas, September 13th for one event. And that's the main event. That is the headlining feature. Nothing else to be said. Let's get to this audio. Let's get to it because I got to drop the link. I got to drop the link, baby. Oh, I want to drop the link on you. I'm about to drop the link a little bit later. Okay. Well, let's get to this audio right quick. And appreciate everyone pulling up today. Let's get to it.
I'm very excited. Motivated, because this is all about. I want to make history, and I'm very excited for this fight.
You've accepted this fight now, but in the previous years, you said it doesn't interest you because you have nothing to gain and everything to lose. If he were to beat you, how damaging would that be to the Canelo brand?
He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Step one. Let me dissect that he's not going to beat him. Okay. Canelo said that Crawford, he says this casually, Crawford's not going to beat him. And then you heard the chuckles coming from the shadows, just off camera, but close enough to the mic for us to hear them, right? He said, he's not going to beat me. He's not going to. He didn't say that with confidence, bro. I know he said it casually, but he didn't say it like cut, dry, concise, straight to the point. No BSing around. He didn't say it like he meant it. He just said it like casually, you having a sidebar conversation. And somebody said, hey, what'd you think about that? Oh, he's not going to beat Canelo. You sure about that? He's not going to beat Canelo. He wasn't sure. Canelo wasn't sure, man. You know, a lot of people going to come over here crying, complaining. Man, you're overthinking it. No, I'm just watching it. You know, he didn't say it with conviction.
I think this fight is gonna be in the books of the history of boxing for sure. That's for sure.
For sure, them belts coming with me. They coming home with me. I'm telling you right
You
now.
can see it, but it's
taking
gonna be
I'm taking
it's gonna
them.
be difficult. You take it to your
I'm
home.
taking them. And ain't nothing you gonna be able to do about it come fight
And
night.
I know Turkey is in your corner,
I
but
promise you.
look, it's
All
gonna
right.
be very.
Did you hear what Crawford just said? He said, I'm taking them. I'm taking them. It's not going to be anything you can do about it come fight night. He is more convincing to me than Canelo Alvarez. I understand this is just contextual sparring that's going on. This is just verbal jousting that's going on for the fight fans. This is the first presser. This is what everybody wanted to see because we know Canelo's last 4 or 5 opponents. It's been almost like he had them linked up via Wi-Fi, and he had one of his people in the back controlling them because they didn't dare speak ill of Canelo Alvarez. Brash. No, they was very much maintaining decorum and etiquette. They was very polite and responsible to Canelo Alvarez. You feel me? But Crawford said, those belts are coming home with me. He said it with a sleekish smile on his face. You know what I'm saying? Very insidious. He told Canelo Alvarez, those belts are coming home with me and you can't do anything about it. Very, very straight to the point.
Very difficult. He's gonna be so mad that day.
Ah,
Believe me.
I see you. I see you. You see I'm
I
different.
see you too.
You see
I
I'm
see
different
you.
than all the other ones.
No, I see.
So Crawford goes into saying that I'm different than all the others. Now, this is my take on Crawford telling Canelo that. He's not trying to tell Canelo that to convince Canelo he's different. Canelo already knows that Crawford is different. He already knows. But what he's doing is letting the people know I'm different when it comes to me facing off against your king, your God, your savior, your Lord here on September 13th. Crawford is letting the people know, not trying to convince Canelo, but he's letting the people know that I'm a different type of opponent. I'm a different type of adversary. I would be the most dangerous threat that Canelo has ever faced in the Four Corner Dominion. That is what Crawford is letting the people know. He's not trying to convince Canelo because at the end of the day, he has to see that man in the square. So whatever he's telling Canelo, it's all good, but he's really letting the naysayers out there know that I'm different.
You don't know different. You're nothing different.
I'm different.
Nothing different.
I'm different.
We'll see.
You gonna see.
We'll
You know
see.
it.
We'll see. We'll
We're
see.
gonna
Son.
see.
Terrence, how did you think he did against William Skull?
Now, here we go. Here we go. When it comes to the idiocracy, okay, making that word, idiotic. You know, when you deal with the idiotic questions, you know what's coming. Now, this guy who's the voice right there, obviously he got to get paid, right? So I'm not too mad at him, but how dare you bring up and name drop a fighter that disgraced being in the ring with somebody as great as Canelo? How dare you? How dare you bring up that guy? If it's any human being that had the opportunity as a champion to change the game, right? To change the game, to change the game and give Canelo a hell of a go was that guy. And he made a mockery of a championship showcase. And this dude brings up his name and he presents to the Crawford like Crawford's supposed to waste time talking about a guy like Skull. Come on. I think this right here was one of the lesser questions of relevance the entire press conference. He never should have brought up William Skull because William Skull didn't bring out anything from Canelo that we never seen. He didn't test Canelo. He didn't pull something out of Canelo that we said, oh, shoot, I never seen anyone do that to Canelo. But you know who's going to do it, y'all? You know who's going to be that guy? You know who's that man? You know who's that threat? Bud Crawford. He's going to do it. That's what they don't want to talk about. He's going to be the one that pulls that out. So I think at this point in time in the presser, even though it's going, the melody is nice. You know what I'm saying? The the fluidity is cool between the fighters. You know what I'm saying? Crawford and Canelo. But this guy starts to ask some idiotic questions, which is non-pertaining to the magnitude of a fight as this.
No comment. He won. We on to the next. It's me and him.
Some people said he should have done a better job cutting the ring off. It was the fewest punches ever landed. Did you see it that way?
Listen, I'm not here to talk about his past fights. I'm here to talk about his present fight. And that's
yes, sir.
Him versus me.
Yes, sir.
And that's what I'm here to talk about.
Talk to him, Crawford.
Me versus him.
Talk to him.
Him versus any other his previous opponents.
Do you expect him to run like a lot of people?
I have not.
Here we go. Here we go. Another stupid question. This guy is really up to bat. Real talk. This guy's up to bat in the major leagues. He is. And you know what he's swinging with? A toothpick. How dumb are you? All you hear is to poke the freaking bear. And you know what happened when you walk up to a full-grown goddamn Kodiak and you poke it with a toothpick. Before you retrieve that hand back and run, your face is already over there to the right, latitude, longitude unknown. Then you feel a nice breeze in your chest because you've been slapped for being stupid. You got a gaping ass womb in your body. This guy's up here talking about the running. Just a FYI for you all, nobody on this YouTube community, even though they want to take full credit for some petition of running, boxing has been boxing for quite some time. Black boxers was always stamped to be slick, elusive. You know, that's how black boxers was considered: smooth, slick, elusive. Boxers, movers. For quite some time, we've seen fighters outside of black fighters move, maneuver, navigate distance. It's all a part of the boxing IQ, right? We've seen that. But lo and behold, a fighter that's absolutely irrelevant to boxing in general, champion, somewhat like Rolly Romero, but we ain't throwing no names out there. He picks up a championship because he was in the right place at the right time, mandatory. He becomes the champion, but yet he reminds us that every fighter that has a professional license doesn't necessarily mean they should be champion. And this guy right here became famous for the wrong reason. This guy became internet famous for not doing what he was supposed to do. Not even putting in a good 30, I would say 25% to test Canelo, to make it interesting. Now you have guys like this that's talking about the running. Why would you suggest, with Crawford being the second half of this matchup, why would you even suggest to ask that question? Because when have we seen Crawford run? I mean, we've heard all the hoopla and agitprop. We heard all the rhetoric, if you say that, rhetoric about oh man, Crawford's too small. Crawford's chinny. And then me, I'm up here. I say, okay, okay, let me play stupid. What do you mean? What do you mean, JoJo? What do you mean Crawford too chinny? Man, come on, Combat. You've been watching boxing a long time, Combat. You know that guy. What's his name? Let me see. Giambi? No guy named Giambi. Let me see. Grambling? No guy, no boxer named Grambling. Who's that boxer that hit Crawford and he stumbled? I don't know, man. I'm not sure. You brought him up. Is it Gambia? Oh, you talking about Gamboa? Yeah. That fighter right there. Yeah. Crawford, man, I'm telling you, ever since Gamboa hurt him, he ain't been willing to engage, dog. He has not been willing to engage. Why would you bring up a subject matter pertaining to a fight where neither fighter has been known to run? Neither fighter. But to bring it up in a way because William Skull is black is absolutely lunacy. There's no way in comparison that we can bring William Skull and profile Crawford as potential similar shades of skin may produce similar types of action. Do you understand what I'm talking about? I think this is just someone reaching with rubber band arms, yo. This is stupid. William Skull became famous for the wrong reason, and now you all are trying to keep his name in play like y'all do Gamboa, talking about when Crawford became chinny. Let's keep it moving.
You don't think so?
I hope not, because I think people deserve a good fight, and that's why we are here, right? To make a good fight, and the best fighter win. And I expect he put a great fight.
You've heard the critics, I'm sure. This fight at one point I think was 5-1 odds for you. Now it's tightened up to under 2-1 odds. Your recent performances, do you think you've fought to your level of expectations? Are you pleased with the way you've fought your last couple fights?
Yeah, I do.
Canelo, you saw how quick he said it, right? He said, do you believe you have fought to your level of expectations in your recent fight? This was one of those unrhetorical questions. Any prefix you can use to say it's opposite of going forward. No, he hasn't. It looked that way, but I take that back once again. I'm not here to tarnish Canelo's reputation, but Canelo has been seen to be more dominant in his past fights, where people, stamp him as being, prime Canelo. He was really putting on some good performances, but people like myself have been hanging out just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Didn't have to be in when the street light came on the corner talking some boxing. I look at Canelo, one of his best performances being tainted by his positive tests. But if to answer the question, do we believe that Canelo's performed up to his expectations? I mean, he was able to get a complimentary knockdown in his last several fights, except the last one. And we all know William the Rabbit Hunter, he came in there hopping all around the ring. And, every now and then he say, oh, let me step in the living room, you know what I'm saying? And break a little glass, make some noise, and then hop back out into the front yard. He didn't do shit. But yet they keep on giving this man airtime.
What I supposed to do in my fights. I'm not focused. I'm never focused about if I'm the favor or not. Being in both sides, I always focus on how I train and how I prepare myself, and that's it. I know my abilities, and I'm confident about that.
This fight is in Las Vegas. Obviously, there's going to be a huge Mexican crowd there for him. How confident are you that the judges will give you a fair shake after the end of the 12 rounds?
Listen, I can't focus on the judges. I just got to focus on doing what I can do and controlling what I can control. And
He said he can't focus on the judges. Absolutely. Unequivocally. Correct. He can't focus on the judges. A lot of people are trying to tie in these narratives. I mean, when you're talking about torque wrenches, man, this thing, social media has grabbed the whole entire toolbox. They have went and broken into people's garages who they believe, have adequate mechanical skills to tighten shit down so it won't come loose. They're trying their best, y'all. They're trying their best to say that Crawford's already going in there, just like they said, Bivol, 5 rounds down. I don't believe it. I believe Crawford has everything it takes to do exactly what he needs to and going in there and defeating Canelo. I do. I believe. You know what I'm saying? I believe definitely he's a more dangerous fighter with the boxing cue that's equitable to Canelo Alvarez and everything else that goes along with the package. You feel me?
inside the ring, and that's going out there and winning the fight decisively.
You're bulked up now.
He said decisively, y'all. Decisively. Now, Cornball said you bulked up. Let's see and hear Crawford's response to that.
You're bigger than ever. Do you feel stronger? Do you feel like you can knock Canelo out?
Man, listen, like I said before, any fighter can be knocked out. Canelo got a granite chin. He's tough. He's durable. We've seen him hurt a couple of times, but not to the point where, it's not respected. But given the right circumstances, anybody can get knocked out.
Do you expect this when the fight's over to be a razor close fight, or are we going to say, wow, Terrence beat him convincingly?
Listen, I'm always going to rise in the big occasions.
Do you hear these words? All the words that Crawford is putting out to you, the people. He's zipping it up. It's not like how some people are so lazy they'll grab an envelope and put a letter in it, and then instead of wetting the envelope, and folding, make sure it's all nice and sealed, they just tuck it in, put the stamp on it, and mail it out. Right? They lazy like that. But Crawford, he's making sure everything is sealed up to leave no compunction to the fight fans. He's letting them know, hey, this is what I think. This is what my thought process is.
I'm always going to rise in a big occasion.
I'm always going to rise.
My whole career. This is my moment, and I'm not letting Canelo take it away from me.
He said he's not letting. He won't allow, y'all. All these words are straight to the point.
Simple as that.
And Canelo, you've been the smaller fighter in a lot of your fights. Do you feel like you can bully this guy around since he's coming up 14 pounds?
I'm been in his position, and I'm not thinking about that. I'm just gonna do my job and take everything serious.
Did you hear what Canelo did not respond to? The bullying. The guy is trying his best to take two kings and have them locking horns and going at each other and turning this into something that we don't need to see, because this is the creme de la creme, the top echelon. This is the premium filet mignon. If you ever want to know, this is not Cheesecake Factory. Okay, it definitely ain't Waffle House of boxing. This is the two kings of kings right here. Canelo knows he's in there with the fighter who equals him in every way, shape, and form. Now, I could care less what the fans are out here or these unique. That's my new word for this social media. They're very unique because you have some unique idiots who frequent these dang waterways out here in social media. You have some unique fight fans who, instead of talking boxing, they're going to try to find ways to talk about Crawford's infidelity or fornication or babies out of wedlock, stuff that don't have nothing to do with boxing. Let's keep it.
And not thinking about if smaller or bigger. I always prepare myself for the best fighter out there.
This fight is on a massive platform. This could be the biggest audience that's ever watched one of your fights. Is it good enough for you on Netflix just to beat Terrence, or do you have to put on a show?
You know, I'm a winner. I always thinking of the win, and I'm coming to win. And Netflix or not, I always coming to win. My mindset.
Canelo said he's coming to win, y'all. Check this out. Check this out now, because I know I got some scholars, some grown ass adults, some age appropriate human beings who are above average to top tier intelligent. Okay. He said, I'm coming to win. But there's one thing that I'm not hearing. I'm waiting on Canelo to give us the straight, to seal it up, to let us know I'm whooping Crawford. Maybe after he goes home and they give him the back brief, the hot wash, as we call it in the Corps, they give him the hot wash and say, hey, you need to, you know what I'm saying, beef that up a little bit. You need to give us a little more next time, because it seems like you was unwilling to say that you was definitely going to do it. Crawford put it out there. He's definitely coming home with the belts. He put it out there. Crawford, Canelo, I'm a winner. I'm a winner. I'm a winner. You know, the guy say, do you believe, that you need to do enough, that you would get the, hey, 5-1 odds down to 2-1 tells me that there's a lot of people that knows this is going to be a tough fight both ways.
This different, and I'm very thankful with Netflix, with Turki Alashi, with all the guys involved in this fight, because for me, it's all about make history, and I'm glad to be here.
Who would you say is the toughest opponent you've ever faced, and where would you rank Terrence?
No, he's one of the top fighters I'm gonna face in my career for sure.
That is. Canelo exposes Crawford for being the toughest fighter he's faced in his career. He knows that Crawford is absolutely a threat. Canelo understands, yes, definitely. You cannot, even though he tries, they say, different. Let's stop the spoon feeding of contradiction to your fans, Canelo, because your fans expect you to go up here and say, he's just like everybody else. I don't see him and any other threat than, and I've been in there with everybody else. The Caleb Plants, the Triple G's, the John Ryders, the Mel Charlos. Oh my God, why did I even mention him? Because I was trying to keep the other brother out of this. But those two brothers is the reason why Skull and the running topic is even relevant. Because before Skull, people was feeling some type of way, right? That was very cantankerous and inflamed. So they felt that Jamel Charlo ran too, right? But Skull, at home watching film, they had all the film to watch of Canelo. Triple G trilogy, Hami Mongia, Agar Balanga. They had all this film. Arislandi Laura, Austin Trout. They had so much. I don't know if he wanted to watch Amir Khan, him being the opponent or whatever, or James Kirkland. You know what I'm saying? I think Skull watched James Kirkland just a little bit too much when he was sipping on some sip. He was sipping on that yak. And he was like, no, coach, I don't want to, say I don't want to watch that fight no more. So the last fight that kind of gave him some freedom was watching Mel Charlo become the first ASIC track and field athlete, NIL sponsored, in boxing. Now you take Jamel Charlo's skin complexion and you addition that to William Skull. Now you have two black fighters who ran from Canelo. Now the narrative is, but Crawford, the next black fighter. But Crawford's never showed you any signs of running. But since Jamel Charlo and William Skull did, we're gonna run with the narrative.
He's a great fighter. But I have many great. He's a great. No, he's one of the top fighters I'm gonna face in my career for sure. He's a great fighter, But I have many great fights in my career.
And when you visualize how this fight's going to play out, what are we going to be saying about you and about this fight when it's all said and done?
I don't really know, because you expect something, and then other things coming in the fight.
He's you now. You want me to say something that I don't know what to say. I don't want to piss that man off. Canelo's unwilling to commit. Canelo, if you're listening, commit. Just tell Crawford you're not on my level. I want to hear something. You know what I'm saying? Come into the next press in New York and play. Get on my level. You know what I'm saying? Get on my level and get on my level. Get on my level, ho. Get on my level, ho. Play something, and then unleash some. You know what I'm saying? Oversized wasp. You know what I'm saying? Do something to get the spark. Say something that just cuts just a little bit, to just let the people know that he ain't on your level. You're gonna beat him for sure. I guarantee it. Put that G word in there. Guarantee it. Come on, man. Crawford has put it out there. He's saying, I'm bringing the belts home. I'm beating you. Canelo, on the other hand,
But I'm gonna prepare myself for everything, for everything.
And Terrence, I know you guys were on Pierce Morgan recently and talked about what would happen if this was a street fight.
Stupid. Ding, 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 ding. Stupid. Ding, 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 ding. He want to talk about street fighting. Let's just take a moment for the special ed recipients who are now coming out, letting us know that you too, if you strive to be the best, can get a job on TV outside of what it used to be in middle school and high school. You know what I'm saying? Being on a bus that was 4 seats. Okay, we understand. He's asking about street fighting, y'all. With everything that's going on in the world, this dude is asking about a street fight. Everything he got from Piers Morgan interview is a street fight. I mean, this guy right here, I don't know what to say, man. What does street fighting have to do with boxing?
Fight. I know you have a wrestling background.
Come on, me against anybody. I ain't never gonna say another man gonna whoop me. So you know what I mean. That's your answer right there.
I guess in Guadalajara, you think it'd be a little different on the
Here we
streets
go.
if Terrence came to town?
Here we go. He's talking about having a street fight in Guadalajara, and anybody in their right eyeballs know that you ain't having no street fight in Guadalajara if you from the U.S. You're not just going up here and say, you know what, man, Mexico has been so great to me. The water is so great. The margaritas. Oh, the Mexican food is so authentic. Let's go do a prank in Guadalajara. Yeah, go ahead. And make sure you have the camera rolling, because that's going to be the last live stream you ever do, buddy. You go right ahead over to Guadalajara and say, let's play like we're street fighting a señorita. Or better yet, a señora, a chica. Let's go over there and act like we're slapping. You say you had a friend over here that's Mexican, right? Go in there to Guadalajara and act like you're fighting. And see what happened. Because Guadalajara is nothing to play with. This makes this question just so much stupid, because we all know Canelo, what happened in his past with his brother. Canelo got mad ties in Mexico. How does this tie into boxing? Yeah, boxing has been tied into a lot of unsavory, unscrupulous characters. You feel me? But I just think this right here was just one of the most expected. Okay, this was one of the most expected questions to add on with the other stupid questions this dude was asking.
I think every city, every place is different. No, it's different. But we don't talking about the streets. We're talking about boxing, the beautiful sport of boxing. So that's different, way different than the streets.
and a lot of people are watching right now. What's your message to your fans as we prepare for this fight on September 13th? Why should they tune in and watch this battle?
You know, they know I always come to fight. I always come with my best, and I just think
He said they know I always come to fight. I always come with my best. He said he always come with his best, but we haven't seen his best in the last several fights. But he said he always come with his best. I'm not convinced of this. I'm just not. I'm not convinced. I am convinced that Canelo is no way, shape, or form should be denied any type of attention when it comes to boxing conversations, and deeming him a first ballot Hall of Famer, and also recognizing the fact that he is one of the greats of this era. He is a cash cow. He is a moneymaker. His legacy is cemented, dried, trued, and the foundation has been set for quite some time. It ain't nobody on social media, regardless of him testing positive for clenbuterol, can deny that. Canelo is a great of this era, period. Crawford is a great of this era, period. There's no laboratory that produces the murderer's row of fighters. You're not taking DNA strands and everything and going up under a microscope and producing cloning fighters that, given the maturity period, you're going to place them in the ranking systems. And once they get into the ranking systems and you get them maybe 1 or 2 fights against other clones, if they pass the test, now you're going to put them in there with the human. That's just not the way the box rec work. So since we are talking about natural born human beings, there will never be a resume. And the reason why I said there will never be a resume of murderers row killers, because boxing has a format. We're dealing with humans, and not every human is the same when it comes to competition. So people can say what they want. Both of these fighters have their markets of criticism at the end of the day. When it comes to resume, that's just the way life is. You know, good bows before evil all the time. That's just the way it is.
grateful with them for all the support, and I hope them will be there watching or in the arena cheering for me and enjoy the win.
And Terrence, the same question for you. I guess a lot of people will be showing up from Omaha and Las Vegas for that weekend. What's your message to your fans as you take on the biggest challenge of your career?
Listen, I just tell them, suit up. We're about to bring some more jewelry home, and it's going to be an exciting day for boxing. History will be made. Terrence Crawford will be the first male boxer, 3-weight undisputed champion of the world. And I mean that.
He has a lot to lose in this fight, but you, in this day and era of boxing, that O is so important. Why are you risking all of that to chase Canelo Alvarez, that perfect record, that amazing resume you have?
So let's go to Crawford once again. Crawford is decisive in his words. He is clear that he's bringing the hardware back to Omaha.
Big risk, big reward. I'm a risk taker.
He was asked, why risk it all against Canelo? He said, big risk, big reward. Is that not straight to the point? Is that not just cut and dry? Is that not, just not beating around the bush, taking the business route, but staying on the highway and getting off at the exits that's pertaining to what you're there for? You know what I'm saying? What's on your itinerary? You get to your destination, and that's what you get right there. Crawford telling you, I'm bringing home the belts, period. Why am I risking it all? My undefeated, unblemished record? Because big risk, big reward, baby.
And I ain't scared.
Any chance you beat Canelo
He ain't
right
scared.
off the sunset? Is this the way it ends?
I ain't even thinking about that right now. My focus is, September 13th.
You're still in your prime.
Still ready.
All right.
You're still in your prime, still ready. Still in your prime, still ready. See, Crawford's very sharp with processing data. He's very astute to understanding what the interpretation is, even though there may be some ulterior motives with the sly of the tongue. You know what I'm saying? But he's very quick. Old boy said prime, and Crawford say still ready. Because really, to be honest, I know a lot of people on here use prime all the time, like and duh, but we really don't know when a boxer's in their prime. Like I said, they're not producing these bodies from the lab. So we're talking about natural born human beings, And depending on how their body composition is, and basically what their nutritional value, and just how they've been walking through life, everything starts with, the longevity process of what's been going in your body, how you've been taking care of your body. We already know that.
All right. And now we'd like to welcome to the stage from the Ring Magazine. Please welcome Rick Reno, ladies and gentlemen.
We don't need to see Rick Reno, but the belt did look great. My only issue, let me show you something right quick. Let me show you something. This is an okay picture. It's an okay picture, to be honest. Rick Reno, they said they spent some money on this belt. It's a beautiful belt. I'm not gonna lie. I went on Amazon trying to see if I can actually try to pick me one up before somebody else discovered, but to my surprise, I wasn't able to find it. But I will show you what I did send to them to see if they can find it somewhere back in the stock room, on the shelf, wrapped up real nice and neat in a lockbox. This belt right here, this is the belt. Gold. I mean, they say they spent an incredible amount of pounds on this Ring Magazine belt. It's a beautiful piece of hardware, and that is definitely going to be a part of the prize to the winner, which we all know and deem to be this guy right here. Undisputed GOTE, greatest this era, great of this era. You know what I'm saying? Super middleweight king, Terrence Bud Crawford. If you don't like it, all you have to do is take both of your index fingers, extend them, and put it over your ears. But now, guess what? Ding, ding. I'm about to drop the link in the chat. I'm about to drop that link in the chat. Oh, link it. Link it. Link it. I'm about to link it up, y'all. I'm about to see what people have to say. Hey, Canelo fans, you're more than welcome to come over here, and speak your mind. As long as it's on boxing, because, I mean, I really don't want to hear the same thing about this, that, and the other, man. Canelo never told people that he would guarantee a win, that he's going to beat Crawford. He never, ever said it, yo. He just haven't said it. Let me welcome to the stage BG Bug Unstop Canelo. What it do, bro?
What's up, WCS? Salute, man.
Salute, man. Always a pleasure having the astute BG in the building. What you have to say about the presser, man?
First, yeah, salute to the chat too. Ivan, you was talking, bro. You talking about this a black channel to be unique. Pull up and speak your piece, bro. Don't
Yeah,
duck the
please.
smoke. Get on here and go for Canelo. But yeah, it was a nice press conference. It was better than I expected.
Yeah.
Um, I hear
Hold on for a second. Let me get Jamal Neezy. I didn't see a super chat. Shout out to Neezy once again for the 5-piece, man. One love to your brother. Thanks for your support. He said the narrative is when people want to fight Duck Nello, they want a payday. However, I don't recall Bud asking for over 100 million to fight nobody. Hashtag easy money. That is absolutely a fact, bro. That's a fact. Real talk. Thanks for your donation. What up, OG Golden?
What's up, my brother? How everything going, man?
I'm good, man. I was deemed to be a black podcast. They might be right, because ever since day one, my skin has been black now.
right. But yeah, I was gonna say, Bud didn't say he happy to be there sharing the ring with a legend, and that's what I
Right.
was glad not to hear. You know what I'm saying? He there to win. He not. You know what I'm saying? You know how people be with Canelo. It ain't none of that with Bud, bro. He there to win, and that's it. So yeah, I definitely enjoyed it. And Canelo wouldn't commit to saying he gonna beat Bud, except he said he not gonna beat me. That's about as far as he went with it,
Mm-hmm.
but he would never commit to it. But yeah, Canelo English is entertaining. I like when he talk. It's funny. But one thing I want to say about Bud is like he calm. He like got the same demeanor as he had during the Spence press conferences. You know what I'm saying? He low tones
Mm-hmm.
and keeping it calm. But when it's time to fight, you know he coming to fight. Straight
Yeah.
up.
Oh,
And that's how I feel.
D-Ray, what's good? Hey, that's a good point, man. He does seem calm, and he seems ready. And I just think, in listening to those dumb questions, he responded very well. He kept it professional.
Yeah. That's just the guy. You look way different than I imagined, bro. What the hell?
Hey, you got an echo, Golden. You got an echo, man. Like you listening to the.
I killed the TV. I forgot. I stay. Hold on. It still got an echo.
Yeah, you definitely had an echo.
I still got an echo.
It's better now. I mean, when somebody else talked, I was hearing them talk.
No. What it was
Yeah.
after TV.
I think you're good now.
I had to keep the TV down.
Good. What's good with what you got? What you got to say in relation? Response to the pressure that OG.
Man, I loved it. I'm a shit. I was working on a lady car. I stopped what I was doing. I said she had to hold on for that shit. I got to see what Bug got to see. Mm-hmm. Shit. And then did you hear what he told? And indirectly, he told Sheik, ain't nobody gonna tell me how to motherfucking fight neither.
Absolutely, man. Good point. Good point.
And then he also let nigga, I ain't for the run. Y'all must have gotten food.
Hey, hold on, Golden. Chewy, Colorado. This channel ain't for black people. Just because we picking Bud, you could get on here and pick Canelo, bro. Pull up on the link. You ain't got to text and keep writing in the chat, bro. Pull up, hit the link, join the live, and say what you got to say. This is an equal opportunity channel, bro.
Yeah, hey, like Bud just, like OG just reiterated and refresh your memories about what Bud said. Bud say the Sheik and nobody else is gonna tell them. You're not gonna tell me who to be subject matter on my channel, bro. It just ain't gonna happen. I understand you coming out and whoever you are, you might be a ghost account or whatever. Y'all feeling some type of way. But anyway, next, Jag, what's good, bro?
Well, thank you for having this lovely platform. Just a guy here. I'm currently in Omaha, Nebraska.
Yeah, you got an echo there, Jag.
Come back to me in 1 second.
Okay.
Peace.
Pound for pound, Bud Myers. What's good, Neezy?
What's up, bro?
Hey, salute to the channel. Peace, salute. What's going on, WS?
Yeah. I remember. I forgot. Yeah. What's good with you, bro?
Hey, I'm ready for you. As soon as you get the plane, I'm ready. You know what I mean? I'm ready for instructions. You know what I mean? Just give me the parachute. Jump over there. We gonna get footage. You know what I mean?
I'm used to the ground unit, man. The Marines, we ground unit, man. We coming in tactically.
All right, that's cool. I ain't want to jump anyway.
Right? What you thought about the presser, man? What's some highlights that stood out to you?
Okay. I just want to say salute to y'all brothers. I got to get back to work got like 15 minutes.
Okay.
Yo, I appreciate time for appreciate the platform. Salute to everybody. Yo, I see Crawford matching that man's energy, and that man is a warrior. He been through a whole lot of stuff, and Crawford just matching his energy. Ain't no submitting, ain't no backing down, no kissing ass. Just like the brother said over there, I'm glad he said he wasn't going against the legend. Just like how that brother said, I agree with that brother. Like, yo, fuck that, man. You bleed just like I bleed, man. I'm out to get it, man. It ain't about the money, man. I'm out to get it, but I liked the energy. We ready, G. We ready.
Yeah, I like those highlights, man. I mean, he wasn't really, glazing or kissing Canelo's behind, man. Yeah, just like you said, he gave it to him exactly what was on his mind, and he said, "Man, me and you on the same level. I think I'm better."
Hey, pardon me. 1 second. Remember when he said the temperature raised up a couple notches when he said, like, yo, hold up, them belts is coming back to Omaha. That's when it started raising up. You know what I mean? Because Canelo said some shit, and then Crawford turned the notches up just a couple.
Yeah,
he did.
And that was serious too. Like, yo, them belts is coming to Omaha. no stuttering, no lack of confidence.
Yep,
Right.
Yo, man, it's with an iron fist.
absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what stood out.
I like that sheep called out Oscar De La Hoya too. That was
Oh yeah.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
he
that nigga
squashed
said
him. He
Oscar
squashed him. He squashed him.
He said, "Say his name."
right.
He
He
said,
wanted
"Say
him
his
to say
say
name."
his name.
Yeah, that's how it is, though. You know what I
Say
mean?
his name. Say the name. He said, I
That's
want you to
how
say
it
his
is.
name.
Hey,
That
hey,
nigga
hey, real ones. That's how real ones get down. Let me know. You
For
know what I
sure,
mean? I'm gonna let you know. Let me know.
for sure.
No.
I like it, man. And like I
Yeah, I
said,
love it.
yeah, I was highlighting Bud because that's my favorite fighter, and of course, this fight on all platforms is the biggest
Hey,
fight of
mute
this
your
era.
mic real quick,
Period.
Mr. Golden. All right, go ahead. Let me see WCS.
Hey, Steady Wave just came on. What's good, Steady Wave?
What's
Hey,
good,
salute to the
WCS? This
Jessica.
Viper, my guy.
What's
Salute
good,
to the
Vipe?
Jessica.
Appreciate you pulling up, man.
What's going on? I wanted to support your
Viper's over
channel.
there on the X community, man. Appreciate you crossing the waters, man.
Nah, no problem. You know, sometimes Twitter could get out of control, and I know you sensible. You use your brain, so I had to hop on what you got to say. I like your energy.
I appreciate it, man. What's
Salute.
your thoughts on the presser there, Vipe? I know you stay close to boxing.
Yeah,
What's your thoughts on that?
it was a good ass press conference. I liked it. It was good. I like how Turkey I got my personal opinions about Turkey, but I like how he's implementing a different style with boxing right now. Like for example, how he had them eating dinner together. I
Yeah,
see a lot of people might not like that, but I like how I just like how they're treating it, or he got them to treating it as if they're actually professional, and they could put their little personal vendetta that they're gonna have in the ring to the side. Because
Okay.
over there in the East, they move a little differently. So, they tend to show a little more respect publicly rather than,
yeah.
we don't know what they do privately, but publicly they show that they respect each other a little bit more, quote unquote. So I like that. But I do like how they not like all rowdy and everything, like how everyone else usually is. And I feel like sometimes that's really ineffective pressure, as if like someone doing the ring. I liked how they were just calm about it, and they treated it as if they were already veterans in the ring. Because to be honest, there's really no reason for Canelo and Bud to really try to like go back and forth and get at each other all types of crazy. We both know we all know what both fighters possess when they get in the ring. So I liked how it was calm. But I did peep how y'all said that Bud basically told Turkey that ain't nobody gonna tell me how to fight. I ain't peeped that part,
Yes,
but that's
sir.
dope. If he said that, that's dope. I like that.
Yeah, he did, man.
Hey, salute to the Jessica too. She in the chat.
Yeah, shout out to the Queen Jessica. I'd definitely like to hear your take on this, man. You haven't been on the panel in a minute. You don't have to stay long. You know what I'm saying? Just let us know what's up. But yeah, you mentioned the dinner and everything, and you kind of seen it for what it is, man. It's professional. It seemed like they got some lamb chocks and everything else on that shit. But what I did want to say is, it's a lot of people out here being negative about them eating dinner as if the fight is not going to be serious.
Right.
Like Turkey Al Sheik is doing it different. He's preparing meals. He already said on fight day they're going to fight in the afternoon and not at night.
And he
He
said
said we're gonna have
Oh,
breakfast, fights, and we're gonna have a dinner.
yeah, and then go to like an after show.
and then
I,
he
Yeah,
I
said
like that. I like that idea. Like I like the concept. We'll see how it plays out, but I'm not gonna lie. I like it because all the other professional sports, I know they're not punching each other in the face and everything like that. Because punching, violence leads to a different type of energy being set in relationship with your opponent or whatever. But I feel like in other sports, these athletes they can go out with each other. They can be cool after. You know what I'm saying? Like I just feel like maybe that should be implemented in boxing too. Maybe it'll build for more entertaining sport, and it'll be something that people can learn from more rather than just us knowing that it's just getting to punch each other in the face. Like I feel like athletes and other sports learn much more from their sport than boxers do. If y'all can understand what I'm saying.
hey,
yeah, I agree.
Turkey said dinner was dinner, but now that's over with. So it's time for war. And you know what I'm saying? It kind of
Yeah,
got turned up in the press conference, but the face off was really heated. And I feel like the next press conference it's gonna be even more energy, bro. I think it's gonna be a little more hostile. after that face off. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a good build up. It's a little friendly, but you know, you see it could go up at any time. You know what I'm saying? And then
Oh, definitely.
the closer we get to the fight, it's gonna really be popping. But I like the build up so far.
And you know what I think about it? I was trying to tell these people in the space WCS, like meaning them. I was trying to tell them like, yo, I think that the energy between Canelo and Bud is only like that because they're in Saudi. I'm like, in Saudi, clearly, I'm assuming they don't go all out when it comes to the aggression at the press conferences or just the energy or the type of attitude that the fighters give each other. And they tried to correlate that by saying, oh, Shakur was cursing that Padley or whatever. But I'm like, cursing is regular. I'm more so talking about them being together, having roses with each other. Like the shit that Turkey had them doing. It was unseen, or at least I never saw it been done over here. And I was telling them, I was like, I think when they come back to the States, that's gonna go out the window. But for the sake of whatever they
Yeah,
got going
yeah.
on in Saudi, they're moving differently. And I was trying to tell them, I'm like, this is clearly something political that's going on because we've never seen two fighters at this type of magnitude or smaller magnitude have dinner with the promoter. Like that was crazy.
That's just a tradition. You know, that's Turkey. He loyalty over there. So loyalty. So,
Word. I
but what's
like it
up,
though.
bro? Yeah.
What's up? I've been waiting to say something. I'm gonna let y'all cook, man. Go ahead, man. When it's my turn, say
No,
Nah,
something. Say something.
it's like all for one and one for all, man. This is talking about the reality that's finally setting
Yeah.
in. You got September 13th official, the first presser on deck. It was some very much highlightable points in the presser that we can talk about. It wasn't so-called street or unprofessional, but the
it wasn't
energy.
boring
I
or none
like
of
the
that.
energy. Yeah, it wasn't boring.
Yeah.
I like the
It
energy.
was.
Crawford wasn't kissing his behind.
So I like. I'm gonna go ahead and say it like this. To be honest with you, I think that they were trying to push the issue a little bit to see where they can get people to go by asking certain questions. And Canelo kind of bit for it a little bit, but Bud didn't. What Bud did is he said, "I don't want to even talk about his present fights. We only gonna talk about this fight because he could have had the opportunity to sit there and say, hey man, all you had to do is cut the ring off. You didn't do that. He
Yeah.
didn't want to go that
Hmm.
route. So
Yep.
what he did is kept it kosher and said, look, this is what it is. I'm here to talk about me. This man ain't gonna beat me, even if it's in a street fight. You know who it is, who's gonna win. I'm
Yeah.
gonna do what I do. He gonna do what he do. And I respect that to the fullest. I thought it was good. The face off was really good. Canelo was the first one to turn away, but I seen Canelo's eyes going twitching, like not twitching, but they were going back and forth looking. And to me, that ain't good. And I'm gonna tell you just like this. Talking about that Bud ain't on his level and he gonna win and he gonna keep them belts. But he knows Bud is a beast, and he knows he's gonna be in for a real fight. Cause Bud tell him, I ain't gonna do no running. Bud
And we
saying that
just
to
Absolutely.
him, I ain't doing no running,
Absolutely.
and I'm gonna do what I got to do, just like what was just mentioned. I'm gonna do what I got to do in the ring. Ain't nobody gonna tell me how to fight because that's what it should be. You see what I'm saying? Ain't nobody do. You can't dictate what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's not my fault that man wanted to take it easy. He took it easy that fight. Canelo took it easy. Bud could have said all kind of shit, but he chose not to get into the antics, those negative antics like that. And that's respect right there. And that's why a lot of people don't understand that. I think a lot of people do understand, but some people don't. That's why they can sit at a table and eat with each other because they're both at the top of the game and they both made money and put themselves in positions they need to be in. They've been doing it for a while. You see what I'm saying? When you've gotten to a certain point and you've been doing it for so long, there's no reason for you to get excited anymore. There's no reason for you to act outside yourself. You can sit
and
down and have a conversation. You can sit down at the table and eat with the opponent that you gonna look that eventually you gonna knock out. You know what I'm saying? But I like how he did an incentive because it's something I've been talking about. He said, talking about so you know how we talk about the cat and mouse situation, right? Pretty much.
Tom and Jerry. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, that's why I said cat and mouse. But that I like. So what I'm taking from it right here, because I've been saying this, and I remember me and you, WCS, we've had talks about this, and it's other people on the panels. So I'm gonna say just like this: I like how he threw that incentive because I said before, there's got to be something going on. If you want a person to stop cutting off the, stop running and do all, you got to give the people incentive. That's why you see how he mentioned if
The
you get a
bonus for
KO,
the
it's
knockout.
50,000.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You getting
Mm-hmm.
50,000. See, this is something
Yeah.
that I've been saying for a while. If you want people to stop doing things, give them incentive, saying like the same thing that happens with UFC. Dana White, that's why I'm kind of glad Dana White is kind of into the picture because now, you know what I'm saying? He's seeing that, okay, if I want this to stop happening, I could do this. So this could alter it. You see what I'm saying? Make people want to get in there and take chances now and see what they're going to do to make the fights a little bit more interesting. You see what I'm saying? So I'm all for it, man. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I kind of
Before
see where he's going with it. So I'm like, okay, let's see where this goes, man. I can keep
before
talking, but I'm going to go ahead and
yeah. Before
let
last
it do what
Puma
it do.
go, yeah, look, Jessica, definitely go back and watch the press conference. It was lit. I'm gonna watch it again too later on, but it's definitely worth watching.
Oh yeah, it's not even that long if you can find the right one. Just
Yeah.
Just with them two, it's like 20 minutes if you find the right one. But I want to say this real quick. What up to WCS? What up to everybody on the panel? What up to everybody in the chat? Because I came in super late, and then came in late, and then I seen my boy was had the open panel, so I just had to hop on. I couldn't even sit
Yeah,
there and
we ain't
text. You
seen
know what
you
I'm
in a
saying?
little
It's
bit
always
too.
love, man. Appreciate you. You know what it is,
You
boo.
already
It's
know.
all
You
good.
already know. I know, man. You know what it is. I'll pull up. If I can, I'm gonna pull
Hey,
up.
to the
So
strays in the chat, you can click the link to. It's okay. We just want to hear, whatever you want to come up here and talk about. I mean, speak up for your guy. If you against the grain based off what you heard me say, then I would like to know. I would like to hear what you got to say, man. What's up, Lash Puma? Talk to me.
What's up? What's up, Cat? How y'all doing?
What's good with you, man?
Ain't nothing. Chilling, brother.
what's up,
Hey,
man?
look, I like the
What up with your latch?
what's up, home? And I was listening to one of Bud's
The hell with
interviews,
that?
and he was talking about his weight. He said that
Uh-huh.
it's good for him because he doesn't have to cut weight, and he can go in there natural. And you always hearing people talking about he's gonna be slow,
Mm-hmm.
he's gonna be this, and that. I like to. I want some of the experts that's talking about how he gonna be slow get on the panel because this dude been boxing for years and has a nutritionist, so he should know his own body, other than somebody else who
Mm-hmm.
don't know him. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I think he's gonna be more powerful and energized for the fight. To me, tell you the truth, so I think it's good. I think he's gonna be much healthier and more powerful.
Yeah, I do too. I think people underestimating his power that he gonna have, saying he's not gonna carry up because of the Majimov fight, but that's not necessarily true. You know.
Yeah, but the thing is, they keep talking about Majimov. Oh, he won't be able to hurt Canelo. It's not about hurting nobody in boxing. Boxing is the chess game because,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, Mayweather didn't take his power up. He took his skill with him, right? So
Yeah.
you
Right.
had to fight a little different. So you can't. 'Cause you look this new age generation looking for knockouts. It's not about knocking nobody out. If I can beat you 12 straight rounds and I don't have any power, I'm good with that. That's the way I box. I'm not gonna change my style for
Mm-hmm.
nobody.
And once Canelo fatigue too, he gonna be more susceptible to getting stopped too. I forgot to
Somebody
speak
got
on
an
that.
echo. You need your mic?
Go ahead. Yeah, he gonna be more susceptible to getting stopped once he start fatiguing later on in the fight too. So that's definitely gonna play a part in it.
And that's an area of Canelo's game. Also, is that he hasn't been known to have the best cardio. He's just been known to have fighters in the ring that once again, he was able to take the momentum away from him when he was supposed to, and keep it.
But not just that though.
He's very skilled though.
If you notice, Canelo takes off a lot of rounds. He takes
Yeah.
off rounds. He gets tired very quickly.
I'm gonna tell you something about Turk say out of and like when he tell me, I want to see a lot of blood. I want to see one that beat one another up, bust one another. Come on, man, get the fuck out of here. You that shit. You just kind of like motherfucking gladiators or something. You just for your amusement. You want to see nigga go in there and bust motherfucking head open and shit like that. Nah, man, these little boys are trying to go in there because you paying that money. I ain't gonna go in there and kill myself or
Man,
hurt nobody
Turk,
and hurt somebody. Like the mother can't. You got family to support, man.
And if
Turkey
you think
came out
about
there
it,
speaking like a boss today, though, man. I like
and,
that.
and if you think about it, if you had people analyze the fight, right? They give their opinion. You got a lot of things that Bud can do, but then when they talk about Canelo, they talk about Canelo's power. I don't see nothing else that Canelo does
Oh yeah, Canelo
other
addressed
than
that
power.
himself. Yeah, Canelo addressed that himself. He said everybody all talking about all I got is power. So he's like, I got other skill set too. You know, he did say that shit.
He got
But what
skills,
skill
but
set to me,
it's not.
he doesn't utilize his jab a lot. So
Yeah, he don't got the skills. Bud got.
You're right.
Bud
He
got.
do hook to the body a lot. Don't set it
yeah,
up. He get within range, and then they talk about him punching the deltoid, the left deltoid, or the shoulder of his freaking opponent.
yep.
But it's good. He revised that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dang, stop saying I just got, power, because you see one knockdown.
Canelo gonna walk you down like with the high guard and throw 1 or 2 punch combos. That's all that he do every fight. You know what I'm
And he
saying?
goes to the
Especially
body
now.
with he can throw the left hook to the body and come back upstairs. That's how he
Yeah,
start out.
he do the same thing over and over.
Same thing. And like I said, Bomac said they've been watching this dude for a long time. So they already
Yeah,
been in the lab waiting
hey,
for
that
And
Canelo.
three-headed dragon
shout
gonna
out
be
to the mad
vicious.
scientists. Yeah,
Yeah,
shout
that
out to the
three-headed
mad
dragon.
scientists, man, because it's gonna be fighter versus fighter and team versus team.
Yeah.
Reynoso versus Bomac, and I mean it's gonna be incredible, man.
Yeah, it
Hey,
is.
one thing I did like though, and I heard in this press conference, Bernie the motherfucking boxer is
Yeah, I heard
sticking to
about
his
that.
motherfucking piece. That motherfucker Bernie be talking this shit, boy. Hey man, I'm gonna say it like this. I know Bud and Bernie got a really good relationship, bro, because that nigga Bernie's everywhere with him, bro, when it comes down to it now. And that's a good thing, man. That's a good thing, man.
Once Bomac was like work time, Bernie started going off doing the face off.
Yeah, one thing I didn't hear Bernie do, which is patented for him, is call Canelo a bum.
Yeah, he getting
He
him.
always calling fighters a bum. He didn't call Canelo a bum, man.
Yeah,
He,
I
he,
know he
he ain't
probably
gonna, I don't
wanted.
think he
I
gonna do
guarantee
that.
he wanted to. I guarantee he wanted to, but he didn't do it because he was probably over there.
No, Bernie no boxing, man. He didn't want to do anything.
But
if he wanted to do it, he would have did it. But
but
Hey,
a
but
lot of people thought that they ain't gonna just be laid back. Bud ain't gonna talk no shit. Bud surprised everybody, but he came out of gas, man. I mean, a lot of people think he'll be a yes sir, don't sir, this and that. He thought Bud gonna be laid back and quiet. Bud let that nigga know, nigga, I'm coming to beat your ass.
that's right.
Yeah, and it's only gonna get worse the more press conferences.
It's
You
gonna
know
be
what I'm saying? Sunday and Friday.
But I'm gonna tell you this, WCS. The day after the fight, y'all go live. Y'all must just stay on. Y'all must be on live the whole night.
Yeah.
it's gonna be a long day, man. It's gonna be a long
night.
day, long night, all that, man. It's gonna be wild, bro. I want to ask your take on this panel. When Canelo said Bud is no different, did you believe him? Did he
Hell
give
no.
you? Did you feel like he was for sure with that? He's
No,
no
he
different.
was gaslighting. He was gaslighting.
I kind of feel like Canelo underestimated Bud. I kind of feel like he really believed Bud is easy work. Like he said, he not gonna beat me. Just the way he said it, he feel like he just gonna beat Bud just cause of his size and power. I feel like he kind of underestimated Bud a little bit from what I see.
He is underestimated because he
no.
told him, he said he's not going to win. He said I'm going to win, and you get Canelo I think Canelo using that he's bigger than Bud.
Yeah, that's what I was
That's what I
saying.
think. That's why I think he already in his mindset he's using. I'm bigger than Bud, but he got
There's
to
no
think of
way
this.
he gonna come up and beat me.
Right? They asked him what was his toughest fight. They asked Canelo, and he said he had a couple fights. His toughest fight was Floyd.
Yeah.
Everybody knows it. That was his toughest fight.
Yeah, everybody know that fact.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't. He didn't name that. He didn't say that.
He didn't say that, right?
He didn't say that at all. But he knew he couldn't crack that code with Floyd. He was trying to hit Floyd in the shoulder, all that. And guess what Floyd did to him? He did with that shoulder roll.
And for him to say Bud is gonna be one of his toughest fights, knowing that he coming up basically 3 weight classes, like they say, that's saying a lot. You know what I'm saying? So he understand that Bud is a threat, but I still feel like he not realizing how much Bud will is to win. Not yet, at least. You know what I'm saying? And
What's going on, Dub?
Underestimating him. What up, Bill?
What's up, Bill? How you
Yeah,
feeling, man?
hey man, listen, man. I'm tired of arguing about this shit, man. I just had a 10-minute heated argument about this shit with my homeboy. Oh my God. They swear Canelo, Bud can't hurt Canelo. I said, well, he gonna do like Floyd. Oh, you trying to compare Bud to Floyd? I said, he ain't got a loss. Ain't no blueprint on him.
They
I
said the
said
same thing.
Floyd made him miss, and that was young strength, young speed, and he still couldn't do nothing with Floyd. What you think Bud gonna do to him? Oh, put some more money. I already got about $100 on. Now he want to add more money to his problems. That's all right. That's all right, man. I like what Bud's saying. I like the situation. It's another Spence parade where that would it seem like everybody that picked Spence is now picking Canelo, whether they want to say it or not.
I've been saying that for the longest.
Well, they was
bro.
picking boots.
That's
So
what it is. Yeah, they was. They was picking boots because the Karen fight happened. Yep. Same thing. They all picking Canelo.
Man,
even the media members.
Yep.
they're not going with skill. They going with hate. They going with the hate. They're not going with skill.
It.
Like WCS said earlier, they talking about everything but boxing too. Y'all talking about what he doing on his recreational time, his hair, you know what I'm saying, his fame. Y'all talking about everything but boxing. Just to hate.
That's how they always do.
BG,
They wanna
don't it remind you of the preamble to July 29, 2023? They was talking about everything but the fight too.
Exactly. Yep. It's like deja vu for real.
But you know, it skipped from that to the accident now. So with Spence, it skipped from him being a bone collector. He get crushed, now goes to the accident.
Hey, I looked at an old comment earlier today. It had an eyeball, it had a bone and something else for Spence and a shark. Like all that was before the fight though. All that stuff they were saying about him, the eye collector, the bone collector.
Now he a C-level fighter. He was washed. He was good. I said, Spence only lost one time. He only lost one time.
Hey, Bill, this the best one I get though. Was Spencer's weight drain? I said, wasn't he a unified champion at 147? I never seen him move up.
Right, they said he was compromised.
I said, I never seen him move up.
Yeah, people saying all that shit because they can't believe the way that Bud beat Spence. That's all it is. That's all
I said they go get a replay. They go get a replay.
James Garcia, pull up, bro. Hit the link.
Have you noticed they never replayed their fight on cable, on TV?
Yeah, they barely show when they show highlights of Crawford. They barely put those Spence highlights in there.
No, but they never replayed the whole fight. Usually they replay the whole fight. Yeah, they never did that fight.
They got it up. It took a year and something though, but they finally put it up.
I mean, we not had two fish.
Someone said someone in the comments said you can't underestimate Canelo boxing skills. What was his boxing skills when he fought his last opponent in Saudi?
Yeah, he wasn't even jabbing.
Versus Skull. Yeah, he let Skull run around and have a field day with him.
What? No jab, no none of that.
You know what they say. Skull didn't want to fight. I said, well, shit, he could have made. He could at least. He ain't throw no punches to let them know that Skull didn't want to fight either. You was just following him around. How you went around? Oh, because you Canelo. That's why. But if Skull would have threw some more punches, it would have looked more uglier than it did.
He was real.
So check this out. So Skull actually threw more punches, landed more punches than Canelo did, and they still gave him a fight. That's why some people are saying that they feel like Skull won that fight.
Hey, Daquan Commission said SNAC stands for Spence need a coach. And,
man, look, they be saying Skull is taller and he can move better. I said, well, Bud's smaller than Skull, and so you think he ain't gonna be quicker than Skull to get the hell out of the way?
Once he takes that power, y'all keep repeating the same stuff, bro. We heard that a million times.
Right.
Get up and fight when he feel that power.
I mean, did they watch the Charlo fight though? For real, if Charlo would have threw it, when Charlo was throwing punches, he was connecting though. Did they watch the fight?
I can't co-sign any of that bill. Like I feel like I'm committing a crime or something, man. You know, Mel Charlo didn't do enough, man. You know, to be undisputed. He was a reigning unified champion at the time. But if you want to talk about who looked worse between Skull and Charlo, I don't know, man. They neck and neck to me.
Man,
Yeah, I'm gonna
I
say
had to say
Charlo. In my
Skull.
personal opinion, I'm
I
gonna
had
say
to say
nah.
Skull. I was getting
I'm
mad.
gonna
I'm
say
like,
Charlo.
damn, stop running, nigga. I was like, fight. That nigga was moving
But
too
then
much.
hold on. I'm gonna say this because everybody's forgetting that Skull is it's not Skull. It's School. First of all, School is a goddamn. He is a Cuban fighter. And when I watched this fight, I was thinking like this dude ain't shit. Like he don't even fight like a Cuban fighter. But
Right.
then when he
School
got in
got
that ring, but man, let me finish, bro. Then when he got in the ring and he seen and I seen what that how he's moving and hitting that man without being hit, I was like, hold on. His record is, in my personal opinion, and a lot of other people, you know, and some other person, and some other people, they might feel the same way. That Skull's actually his record is kind of legit when you think about it. Yes, he was fighting trash cans, but you have to understand that School also came out there and said that the Sheik told this man, Turkey, told this man, take it easy.
man, that's on him if he
So
listens to
so
that. Bud ain't trying to listen to that. So
Hey, I'm
that's on
glad you
him.
mentioned that because when people talk about you know, the hocus pocus of boxing, it's situations like that behind the scenes where
hmm
you get a fight that plays out is not the highest praise for entertainment, but yet you find out Turkey talked to the man. I mean,
facts,
Turkey's been talking
facts.
to the judges. Turkey's
Yep.
been known to talk to fighters. So
Yep.
therefore, why if Canelo is this guy, why would you tell the fighter to take it easy on him? Why?
Right.
And then you talk about Tom and Jerry. You're
Facts, and that's
Turkey is deceptive, bro. Like he's disingenuous.
Hey,
Hey,
yeah.
Gumbo. Yeah, Charlo was happy to be there. And he said that too during the press conference. Like, that's not the attitude to have to beat Canelo. And then
Well,
as soon as the fight was over, he said, "At least I ain't get knocked out." So that was his goal.
nah, man.
so
Charlo did that
that's the
for the
reason.
culture, man. He said
But
that
so
for the culture.
I mean, he
that's
said
why I
that, but
said
he
that's
ain't
why I
did
said
nothing.
but that's why I say that I feel like I respect School better more than I respect Charlo. That's just what it is, man.
Yeah, Charlo ain't come to fight. He came to just get paid.
Nah, in School, you seen he came to fight. He really fought that man. He could have. I think he probably could have went harder. Maybe he did give it all, but I don't know, man. I don't know. It looked like he didn't give it all to me. You know what I'm saying?
He gave it
Charlo,
all for the culture, man. For the
yeah.
culture, man. Y'all don't want to give him his prop. Then I just started another argument saying Charlo might beat Bud. I said, oh Lord, now we're gonna go from that to this. I said, bro, just let it go, man. You like Canelo, I like Bud. You gonna find out.
Well, you know,
Don't call my phone.
Crawford already beat Charlo already. He beat him,
Right,
and he was sitting in the stand and he was crying.
right. He
But
beat
Yeah,
him.
you're right.
Yeah.
He did thrash him, didn't he?
he was beating him. He was beating him in between rounds. When
I don't know what that
he
nigga
was
talking about.
crushing his buddy.
I, I don't know what that nigga talking about. I'm fighting Canelo next. I already
And
beat him.
I'm
I know
busy.
somebody mentioned it earlier. I know somebody mentioned earlier about Crawford's mentality when he was thrashing freaking Spence and then doing the same to Charlo on the sideline. That's his mentality. His
Yeah.
mentality is, yeah, I can be fighting for an undisputed fight, but yeah, I'm not. I'm still locked in, but yeah, I'm still gonna
Right.
talk my shit to damn Jamel Charlo over there with his girl. I
That
mean,
was
Canelo
that's
Duh.
has to understand, man. He's mentally tough, man. Crawford is mentally on a whole nother level.
yeah. That's why
Duh.
Ward said you gotta prove to him
Hey,
that
shout
you
out
can beat
CW.
that
I
man.
see you. Salute to you, man.
They say Bud look scared in the face off. That's what I'm
Man, yeah.
hearing.
Hey, you seen Showbiz and Two Tone? They taking
Man.
something completely
N-
different than what we see.
Now my homeboy saying the same shit. I told him keep on listening to him.
Yeah, they
That
following the
money gonna be
narrative.
good.
Yeah,
They're
Mm-hmm.
gonna
keep
be
on
buying
listening
me
to him.
2K. Go
Talking about
ahead.
he was looking like Rocky in when he was going against Mr. T. Like, come on, man. Bud didn't even make no face. He was staring right at dude.
He was.
Like, damn, you
He
had that.
was. It was a solid stare down, yo.
I don't know what they be seeing, man. They be seeing all kind of.
Yeah, bro, they make up their own scenarios. Like, how can y'all just take something that a million people see and y'all see something different just because y'all want Bud to lose? Like, that shit crazy to me, man.
I wrote in the chat. I said, don't flip flop like your ass been doing. Stay on that side, motherfucker. Don't try to flip flop. Oh, well, I like Bud. But no, stay on that motherfucker side. Don't nobody want to hear that shit.
Like,
Hey, shout out to Dion in the building, man. What's good with it, Dion? How you feeling, bro?
How y'all doing today, man? I'm gonna stay as calm as I can because you know I've been here since the channel was getting since the channel was in its infancy, and you know me, I'm gonna stay on code.
Yeah, man.
The whole time.
Yeah, for sure.
This bro from Alabama, right?
Yeah, Dion, yeah. He went to school with Wilder, man.
Definitely.
Oh, that's what's up, bro.
Canelo made mention today that Crawford is not on his level. And that kind of rubbed me the wrong way because as World Combat Sports knows, I've been an avid detractor of Canelo and his career and his moves. Canelo feels like he's not on his level, but this is the same Canelo Alvarez that was getting outboxed 6-0 until he landed a lucky punch on Amir
Khan. Mm-hmm.
This is the same Canelo Alvarez who got 3 gifts, in my opinion, of decisions going his way when clearly he lost them fights. And that's just me. But I felt like Austin Trout beat him, even though he knocked him down. I felt like Ersland and Lara classed him. And I also felt like Triple G won the first fight. What level Canelo Alvarez got everybody else confused that he's on that Terrence Crawford can't match him on? That what got me, because Canelo, you always dunk athletic black fighters in their primes. You've always cherry-picked around everybody. Of course, we know you're gonna have a certain amount of clenbuterol on you when you step into the ring.
Any fight.
Got on drug test. You think it's gonna be drug testing out there, Dion? He might have dropped off. Y'all think it's gonna be drug tested?
I don't think.
Bud got drug tested, so I'm hoping it is.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to D-Ray, man. I ain't see you over there. Shout out to D-Ray. What's good, D-Ray?
What's happening, man? Hey,
I'm
Canelo
good,
want the easy money payday.
I'm sorry about that, man. I ain't got
Yeah.
But that's all I'm saying. Like, what level we on? Because when Crawford fought Khan, it went a few more rounds longer, but Crawford classed Khan from start to finish.
Yeah, dropped him in the first round.
Made him quit.
Canelo, we've seen you being outboxed and you get gift decisions. And we've seen you get outboxed by, B-, C+ opposition as well until you catch a lucky punch. So what level are we talking about?
And then
what level are we talking about?
Amir Khan said Canelo was easy to hit, but he couldn't hit Bud at all. None of that fight, he said. He couldn't hit him clean one time.
Man, Skank69, your name alone says, your boxing knowledge might be a little bit suspicious. You mentioned Charlo and Mayweather. It's just the fact that you're comparing Charlo, who was clearly a unified champion. He lost the WBO championship. He dropped that by facing Canelo, but you can't even compare Charlo to Mayweather. 2 different fighters, yo. 2 different fighters.
And Jessica, you
Man,
right.
y'all see how much that belt? Y'all see that?
Shout out to the MACKMOBB. What's good with it, B-Mac? Good to see you in the building, man.
What up, B-Mac? What up? My God. Hey, but y'all see that belt, man? Man, that belt is gonna be crazy.
That belt was beautiful, man.
Yeah, man. 140 pounds.
Hate watching.
Oh my God, bro. I'm
They had
excited, man. That's why when I seen that, I was like, man, go, go, go. I was
they
like, man,
had
I felt good.
Chavez.
I
They
Hey,
felt
had
hold
good
up for a
for
second.
Chavez.
Bud.
I gotta get back to D-Ray, man. Hey, holla at me, D-Ray. What's good? I know you was doing your intro.
He was live.
Hey, yeah. Hey, but WCS, I got one thing right here, man, that just kind of messed me all the way up. Where was the promoter at? Have you seen a boxing fight announced without the promoter present?
Oh man, it's Turkey, bro. Turkey is the one that's the shaker and the mover. He's the one that's making everything come together. They don't need a promoter, manager, or advisor. Turkey is one of those guys that they can't put the Al Heyman or the Ali Act on him because don't nobody he can't be touched right now. He got all the money.
All right.
He making everything work. So good question, man. When have you ever seen a presser without the promoter? Was the promoter on stage? I know Bomac ain't the promoter.
And I don't even be trying to. I don't even
Nope.
be trying to hit a promoter talk either. I'll be like, wishing I could fast forward that.
Yeah.
Man, Turkey all
All
of
the
that.
time. Hey, and that's what made this one look so good, bro, because now the setup was 100, man. I mean, you know, like where they was sitting at, the backdrop, bro, all that looked awesome, man, you know? And I do think that, uh, you know, a lot of people was able to see or try to learn or whatever about the difference between a prize fighter and a street fighter. Now, the part though that I found interesting that you had talked about before is that Bud had told him, however I have to fight, I'm going to win.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to be running. I'm going to do some touching.
A lot of touching.
A lot of
Hey,
touching.
and Canelo said he's not going to beat me. Bud said, them belts is coming home. He said he ain't nothing different. Hey, bro, but he did look more comfortable than Canelo to me. You know what I mean? More relaxed. And like somebody had said earlier when he was doing the eyes with the face off, bro, I was kind of like, man, what is going on, bro? So I don't know if he was trying to see if he could get Bud to break off of his stare, bro, because that was 100. And you know, but
Yeah, that was
and
me, Blue Hustle, man. That's what I feel the same way you feel, fam. That's what I'm saying. I'll be paying attention to all that, man. I learned that when I was younger, how to read a person's body language and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So,
But I don't know
so
if
what
y'all
did you
peeped
see
though,
out of
but
Canelo?
the belt had Chavez, Canelo,
Mm-hmm.
Ali, and Crawford on it.
Mm-hmm.
That belt raw as hell.
man,
I
I'm
mean,
excited, man.
Hey,
I'm excited.
that belt is a goat by itself, though, ain't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah,
Hey,
you
look, I
see,
got excited. I got excited when I seen that, but I was like, man, look at this. I got
yeah.
excited, man.
Dana White supposed to be the promoter, but he probably show up in America. Be that. I'm not sure though. But you know the fight gonna sell itself. Like they said, that's why they put it on Netflix because of all the pirating, which was smart. So they could just get all the views, set the records for people watch.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
but
That was
Smart.
you
real smart.
but that
Smart.
was you had people complaining and talking about, oh man, tanking them gonna sell more, tanking Ryan sold more, gonna sell more. I'm like, how was that?
That shit
They
over
they
with
not on
now.
Netflix,
Cause this,
Nah, that
this,
shit over with, man. You can't
right?
just pop Netflix on the freaking fire stick like that. Shit.
right.
That's what I
Like,
was trying to tell people. I said, if you think tanking
It's
Ryan
smart
fight gonna
marketing.
sell more, y'all crazy.
This
Yeah,
probably
it's
do
smart.
it.
It's smart marketing. That's what it is. Very smart.
They probably do 100 million views, bro.
I
You know,
want
tell
y'all to
you the
check
truth, it probably won't be no crime doing this fight. Everybody gonna be in the house.
For real.
right. Right. No crime. Crime gonna be down for one
Hey, I don't know if you
weekend, man.
remember. I don't know if y'all remember this dude. They used to call him. He from Baltimore. He played basketball. They used to call him the Crime Stopper. Every time he played basketball in Baltimore, the streets was clear. So that's how it's gonna be on September 13th.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
That's how good he was. He was in high school.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what's up though, man. That's what's up. I like how you said that, broke that deal. That's what's up, man.
Yeah, I forget. You just remind me WCS too. That Louis shirt Bud had on, bro. I was him too. That boy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was clean. Yeah, I can't wait, man, to see this fight. But I wanted to talk about something real quick. But WCS, you mind talking about something just a little different, real quick about it?
It's going to
I
how
don't know if
different,
you.
how far off the coming path.
Just talking about the ring side for the 18 by 18, how the
Oh,
differences in attitude, you know what I'm saying, of the fighters on that card. One fighter's okay with it, other fighters aren't.
oh yeah. I mean, it's all good.
Saraj.
I just want to get the reaction on this first before we
No, I got you.
transfer.
No, for sure, for sure.
I'm looking
Oh,
at this picture,
WCF,
man.
did
Right?
you get check your Instagram, WCF?
Okay.
Make sure I sent it.
I just put this picture up here because they keep on talking about size. And you know, black, they say you look smaller with black on, right? You know,
Not
Crawford
in that
obviously
picture.
got nice ass, black shirt on and everything. So side by side, I mean, come on, man, like height for height and everything else, man. Why y'all keep on saying the Bud too small? What's going on with y'all, man?
Look at Bud fists compared to Canelo's.
I know, man.
But
God
but
damn.
that don't mean anything. The closer your hand is to the camera, the bigger it will be.
Nah, but I seen that during the actual face off. I seen when they did it when it was level.
No,
Bud
I
hands,
understand it, but what I'm
Bud got
saying
some
is
big
it.
paws, man.
his hands bigger
Yeah,
than
I mean, has
yeah.
Canelo.
anybody seen Bud in person? Like actually seen him in person before?
Yeah, I seen
Mm-mm,
him several times, man.
mm-mm.
Yeah, I'm just saying. So you can see the size of him because I seen him down in Nashville with my son one time. We took a picture with him. You can see him. You can see the difference him fighting at 47 and him and the weight that he has on now. So you can see the big
Hey,
difference.
I want them to put Camille Moten and Zaquan Moses on that undercard, bro. That'll be lit. They prospects like he was looking for, like Turkey looking for, and they
He
So
got a
you talking
fight coming
about
up, I think.
the interaction that they had? Hey,
yeah,
the interaction was cool though. I like the
they
interaction between
they
them youngest, man.
yeah they might as well throw that fight on there, man. That'll make the card lit.
Do Zaquan? I think do he got a fight coming up? Zaquan?
He just fought, but he probably do. But they still got time to fight twice. They can fight a fight, and still fight on the card. But they should
Hey,
definitely.
WCS.
Yo, what
Hey,
up? What up?
since everybody jumping off the interstate real quick, I want to ask you about Jihad and Truck Simpson, bro. You got 30 seconds of what that's going to look like.
Like I tell people with Jihad, man, he has a very exciting style. Just because they don't pay attention to him don't mean if I'm talking about it, it ain't true. Like if you look at Truck Simpson and the amount of rounds he's been fighting, I just don't see him being matched up very well experience-wise with Jihad. Jihad has, in my opinion, quicker hands, a better engine, and his defense is just, dance worthy. You know what I'm saying? You know how they call Jamaicans dance hall? I call him electric boogie for a reason. Dude can do things on the inside that's one-on-one for him. But, people want to talk about he don't have no power. A lot of fighters don't have one quitter hitter, a knockout power. But my defense to that, my argument is I've seen him up close and personal next to the ring fight Xander Zayas' freaking sparring partner. We see him fight Francisco Verón, who was a middleweight at the time Jihad was fighting at 154. And Jihad broke him down to the point where he moved divisions. He never went back up to middleweight and then came down here to the A and got beat up again. And this dude was sent down there really to knock Jihad out. And that dude was huge in the ring. So Truck and the back and forth and all the jibber jabber, whatever you want to call it, it's good for boxing, but I just don't see him lasting. I see Jihad breaking him down, man. Look, I see things getting real bad for Simpson before the even 6th or 7th round, man. That pace that he put on them guys, man, that's not an average pace, bro.
Hey, Devin Haney said that he got Truck winning that fight.
I mean, look, you gotta understand. Truck went over to Team Haney when he was facing Ty Edmonds. Anybody who stayed close to the regional scene, he was over there. The fight fell apart because they didn't have the money for the fights on deck. It's kind of ghetto. So that's when they was trying to get Ty Edmonds to fight for $1 to say, hey, you want to fight for this amount of money, and we'll pay you. But Edmund was like, is this gonna be in the contract? Draft up a contract. We'll do it. They wouldn't draft up a contract because a contract say if that fighter get hurt in the ring, you have to make sure his medical expenses are taken care of.
Hey, and speaking of,
I'm looking at your boy right now, Pima.
Speaking of Haney, he doubled back and gave Norman his props too. I respect that.
I'm a first type of person. I don't care if he double back or not.
He was just talking stuff. You know how
I
it
don't
is.
care, bro, because now they trying to look at Norman's being a potential freaking fight, being he got this momentum. The one thing about Devin, he's already been undisputed. You know what I'm saying? He's legitimized. He's a 2-division champion. Now he want to double back and give him his props. He don't have anything but to give him his props, man. It was a devastating highlight reel knockout.
For
But
real.
you know, he didn't have to do that. So I give
You're
him
right.
respect.
Hey, I agree with you, big dog. Like, I agree. He didn't have to do it. But why say he asked off the
That was
ring?
unnecessary.
Yeah. Why open your mouth up and have to, fall back on your words again? You know what I'm saying? Tread back. Start backpedaling on what you said. That ain't okay. You know what I mean?
Fighter talk, but yeah, you're right. He didn't have to say that.
Sneaky with
Hey,
the left.
because Devin know that not even he got that left hand, boy.
He don't have it. A lot of fighters don't have that left hand.
Hey, and Roach said Tank didn't sign this portion of the contract yet either.
Man, that fight gonna happen how it happened, man, with them.
Yeah, I don't know what he waiting on.
It's gonna happen how it happened. Tank a sign. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why you taking so long to sign? Talking all.
I mean, because he does side.
Why he
the
talking
blue.
so much?
He does side. Tank is
Man, I
does
don't care
side.
about none of that. All he do is don't stand on business. He say something. He don't ever stand on business, man.
Yeah, Tank.
I don't know what you mean by that.
You know, when fighters be betting, nobody ever pay their bets, bro. To be honest, I've been seeing a lot of
he made a bet with the man, and he didn't pay him.
Speaking of
That's
bets,
one thing.
let me check and see what the odds are for Canelo Crawford, man.
Yeah.
Hey man, Jihad is the underdog, bro.
I know. Okay, it's good you mentioned that. Jihad's the underdog because it's Truck's people who's putting on the fight.
Yeah. See, like Jihad and Crawford about the same odds with Canelo and Simpson.
Yeah, I'm definitely, Jihad. When I'm looking at, he's the favorite. He's minus 425 right now. Lorenzo Simpson is plus 285. So I don't know what site you're looking at, but
I was hoping.
I was about to put some money on that. That's true, but I'm the one I'm looking at, man. He's the favorite. He's minus.
So what is it now? What's the odds for right now for Canelo and Bud?
I'm looking right now, see if since the fight is announced, I'm trying to see if they repost it, because it was plus 245 and all that, but now it's 2-1. I'm trying to find out. Let's see.
Hey man, did you hear the dude say that first it used to be 6-1, and now I think it's like either 3 or 2 or something like that?
Yeah, Canelo is minus 200, and Terrence Crawford is plus 150. So it's still good money. 150. It's still,
close though, bro.
Yeah, I'll snatch that 150 up if I was y'all. Put about 200 on that, get you back 3.
See, Vegas ain't crazy, bro. Like the Spence fans, they was out of control, just like the Canelo fans. But in Vegas, they be knowing. they don't be tweaking. They don't be going with popularity. They go with what they really feel like, who got the best skills. It seems like.
So with Crawford and Canelo, man, do you believe that when Crawford, get the win over Canelo, just like they try to ask him, he's saying he ain't thinking about it right now. Do you think he'll stay on deck, or he'll relinquish the titles and go to 154, or call it a career and step it?
Oh, you talking about Bud?
Once he steps in the ring, he's gonna lose that belt regardless. That's what it's gonna happen.
No, he talk about the 168 belts if he win now. But
once he wins,
they gonna rematch. I think rematch and then check it out.
No rematch.
Hey, I know, but look, Canelo gonna want another 9-figure payday, bro. Come on now, this is his biggest check. He just want a payday of his career.
You D-Ray, the only reason I'm saying payday may be out of the question because Floyd Mayweather, he never got a second payday with. Bivol, he never got a second payday with. So what makes Bud any different?
Yeah, I think Bud's gonna retire.
Canelo may not want no rematch.
History, bro. But but check it out. And then after that, I don't think, bro, that he go back down to 54, right? But now 60. I do think that he could go down to 60 to go get another belt to get another weight division. But hey, WCS, you remember when Roy Jones went up to heavyweight and he was at 199 looking like the Black Superman?
Yeah.
Bud about to be the sequel. John Luis couldn't touch him, man.
Hey, WCS, explain to Iron Barnes how Canelo exposed Crawford. He confused.
Hey, hit the replay, man.
Yeah, I was too when I first saw him.
Talk to him.
Y'all, hey,
Well,
I haven't seen you
on,
over
let
here
me-
like that, man. I can't rock you. You ain't part of the hottest chat in the MF and game, man. I'm not gonna about to go do some homework for you, dog.
Hey, so check this out, y'all. This is what. So let's get into this ringside. Why y'all feel about that, man?
I'm about to.
Okay.
I gotta run to the store, so I'm gonna listen in. I'm gonna hop off. If y'all still on, I'll get back
Cool.
on. But yeah.
Yep,
I
yep.
think
So what y'all? How y'all feel
No
about
doubt.
Peace out.
So
y'all.
it's 18 by
Yep,
18,
yep.
right?
Correct.
So Shakur agreed to it, right?
Correct. He said, "I'm with it."
Is Shakur the co or the headliner?
Co. He's a co.
He's
Now,
the co.
yeah. What's the name said that he's not okay with it, and some other dude said he ain't okay with it either.
So
They do not
which
agree with
fight
that.
matters though in agreement? Because I heard that every fight is okay. Sometimes every fighter don't have no say so in it. I'm just going off experience. Sometimes every
Mhm.
fighter don't have a say so in ring size. The ring is set there for one fight, and that's it. If the ring size is there of seniority of the headliner, everybody else on the headliner don't have a say so on what the ring size is in agreement. So I really don't know why this is even a question. If Hamza Shiraz and his opponent don't agree to the ring size, then the ring size should be what it was before the request. Shakur
Well,
shouldn't,
they're
Shakur
saying
anybody
that.
else shouldn't have to agree on it and say, okay, that's what it is. Majority rules.
Well. So people are saying that they're saying that because of the Shakur, they're penalizing Shakur.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, they're not
So
penalizing because they feel like people say that Shakur runs, right? Which isn't true. They say that he runs. So Shakur said, the way he's looking at it, like, man, I'll show you, but I can tell you, I ain't going. I accept it. And the other
seems like
people,
an inside job, Blue. That seems like an
So I
inside
mean,
job right there to
I
stop
mean,
Shakur.
it could be. That's what Shakur said. He said they could be trying to get me, but you know what? I don't care. That you know what you're doing? You're making him even more hungry right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you want to? I don't know. To me,
Y'all
that
keep
doesn't
talking
make
for a
any
minute.
sense.
Let's step out for a
Yeah.
second. Let's keep talking, man.
hmm Yeah, to me, you're just making that fighter that you feel like runs more hungry. So, especially if he says he with it, he ain't against it. That's just my personal opinion. What y'all think?
Hey, and that's the thing too with Bud. Bud let him know, oh, y'all talking all this running, I ain't gonna be doing none of it.
Yes, you do. I don't know.
Hey man, but I do
This
also
year's gonna
think
be
though
some
that
good fights.
Canelo got a great uppercut though, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I would definitely try to stay on guard off that. But other than that, you know,
Hey,
fish
it's gonna
fry
be great
part
fights this
2.
year.
Say what?
It's gonna be a great fight this year. We already might have the potential for knockout of the year. With Brian Norman Jr. Because that was a great knockout. I'm not gonna lie. I don't care what anybody say. That was a good knockout.
Yeah, hey man, and y'all smash the like button for WCS. Y'all should share and comment, bro. Click the link. You got a chance to represent your own thought, bro. I mean, well,
Yeah,
we
but
appreciate y'all giving up the watch hours listening, but pull up.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's easier
Yes,
to
sir.
say it than it is to chat it sometimes.
And I will say this: if you're pulling up and you think that WCS is WCS, he stepped away right now, so you're just gonna have to wait a second if you do pull up for him to let you in, open that door. That's all.
Oh yeah, for sure. You're gonna have to be patient and respectful now. Look.
Mm-hmm.
He got other stuff going on, man, but we still cooking this boxing talk, man.
Mm-hmm. 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 Man.
But hey, but check this out though, man. I was kind of had to do a double take where I said, oh, Bo Mac, bro, I was surprised you left the country.
After the
Let
last
somebody else
incident,
talk
huh?
your level, bro.
Yeah. After the last incident, huh?
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: do you think that how you think Canelo wins or Bud wins?
Say what?
How do you think Canelo wins or Bud wins the fight
Well,
on September 13th?
man, hey, listen, bro. I believe if Canelo people is right and he just hit too hard and too heavy.
You there? Hmm. Oh, he fell off. Oh, well, something happened. I don't know what, but he should be back. You ready? Man, well, I don't know what just happened, but this year is going to be some really good fights. I'm very excited to see some of them, and um, I hope there's not a lot of controversial fights going on. I hope we can be able to say this person won no matter what. Do some decisive fights, but let's see what it is. I'm excited. I'm excited. Ramon, you out there clowning right now. You saying Bud gonna get knocked out in the ninth round? I don't believe it, but no matter what, you're in charge of your opinion, so that's all that matters.
Yeah, my fault. Peace to the panel.
What'd you say, brother?
Uh, Now I said my fault. Peace to the panel. I was like listening for a minute, but I had myself on mute. Where WCS go?
Oh, he stepped away for a second. He's had to handle something. Good to see you back, though,
Okay.
brother. Good to see you back.
Yeah,
Let me
man.
ask you this question:
What's up?
How do you feel like how do you feel like who do you, how do you feel like Bud's gonna win the fight or Canelo's gonna win the fight? In your opinion?
Well, uh, it's going. That's a biased thing for me, but I've always been on Bud.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're asking how he would win,
Mm-hmm.
I think he could stop him on his feet. I think Canelo got strong legs, man. So it'd probably be a TKO instead of a KO. That's how I look at it. if Bud would stop him. The points would be easy because Bud gonna be throwing out a lot of combinations. Canelo don't throw out a lot of combinations like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
I just think that Canelo is not expecting to get hit with shots in awkward angles, like 2 times in a row type, like 2 uppercuts to the stomach back to back. Hey, I don't think he'd be expecting some shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But Canelo throws awkward punches too now. You know, he's improved his game, man. So one thing I will say is, because I think that Bud is going to, just like what you said, it's going to be TKO in the ladder in the rounds. I would say around between, I would say 8 to 10 if it pulls off. I mean, it could go to decision, but I don't know how, with the weight that he's put on, I can't just say, I don't want to jump off the ledge. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, Bud is one of my favorite fighters, so I don't want to seem biased. So, but if Canelo, I think that it's Canelo's to win. He's to win by, man, I'm gonna go ahead and just put it out there. He wins by, I want to say decision, because I think that Bud knows how to handle himself in the ring to be able to, if that's a situation, to survive. But I don't see Bud. To me, Bud is not a survivor. So it's hard for me to say this, what I'm saying. So I think it'd be by decision. I don't think that he's going to be able to knock out Bud, because Bud, his ring IQ is very high, just like Canelo's is. You see what I'm saying?
I'm back, bro. So appreciate you.
What's up, brother? Yeah.
Hey man,
So that's the reason I'm
hey,
saying.
real quick though.
Gumbo, what it do? Carlos
my
Rosado
bad.
was good. My
What's
bad,
up, buddy,
Gumbo.
man? What's
I
good?
was in
What's good,
I
everybody?
was in the other room, big dog.
What's up? What's up?
I hope
So
I hope you would spraying the last of your DNA.
Excuse me?
I said I hope you would spraying the last spritz of your DNA, bro.
So we
You
talking
said
about
you
how
hope I was spraying what?
I hope you would spraying the last little bit of the your fragrance you had, because I got some
No,
other
man,
ones when I get home.
I'm savoring that, dog. I ain't using that just sparingly now.
Oh, I got some fresh ones for you. I'm gonna send to you FedEx when I get home. I'm gonna send you about 4 bottles of some
Yeah, I
bottles.
appreciate that one, man. Other people don't ask me what that is, man. So you know,
Tell them you
even though they don't know you, I say, man, you have to catch that guy in that big truck rolling through the A.
Hell yeah. That's what's up.
that cologne for them young tenders, huh, WCF?
Yes, sir, man. That don't
Hey,
smell
hey.
good.
I ain't mad at
I'm hearing
yeah,
everybody
so
talk about Bud putting on weight. My bad, I didn't mean to cut you off. Y'all saying Bud can't putting on weight. Y'all fail to realize he cuts weight to get down to a certain size. That means he might be fighting at his regular walk around weight, bro. Y'all ever thought
Who is
about that?
this? Who is this?
Crawford probably walk around at 168, 170. So he's actually probably fighting at his walk around weight.
Close to it, yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
But see, it comes down to, you know, what he's fought at the past, the smaller weight classes, as to why people act like 14 pounds is just impossible.
Yeah, because you're right, WCS, you didn't train, you didn't did the weightlifting thing. So them 14 pounds is something that he don't have to cut. He just have to still exercise and just work into moving around with it. That ain't something he gotta dehydrate for. He ain't gotta cut weight for. No 14 pounds just there.
No, you good. You good.
Yeah, you're right. Those 14 pounds is wrapped up in, you know, if not his walk around weight, close to it. Because you try to tell people he was like in the 160s when he fought Madrimov when he rehydrated.
Bud is gonna beat the perfect. Bud gonna beat the perfect English in the Canelo.
Hey man, it's gonna be a lot to happen.
You're gonna understand every word he's talking in that post fight conference after that.
I'm gonna get back and listen to the chat.
Canelo gonna go from I ain't fighting to the fight was very competitive. Me and Bud had a great fight, and I just want to say thank you to him and his team. Canelo all the way.
I think he could stop him on his feet, TKO in the 11th round. That's what I think, man.
Everybody,
Other way around. The other way around. If Canelo want to stop him, he has to KO him. I don't think he could just simply like beat him by points or some TKO shit.
Bud gonna figure that man out by like the third round. Mark my
ask you a
words.
question that haven't been asked yet. The referee, is it going to be one of Canelo's favorite referees, or somebody that we consider neutral, or a Harvey Dock? The fans are going to be very touchy on that now. They're going to make sure the referee is one that has been in there with Canelo, one of Canelo's biggest fights.
We need Harvey Dock, bro. We need Harvey Dock. That's what we need.
Go with
I'm going on a limb to say, Gumbo, I don't think it's going to be a black fight. Hearing the ring size adjustment with Shakur, and then talk about the running, no Tom and Jerry. I don't know, man. It seems a little sketchy right now, man. I don't know if it's going to be a black referee in this fight.
Yeah, it'll probably be Steve Smoger.
It better be a neutral one at least.
Okay, and that's what I'm saying, bro. Because sometimes if they did have a black referee, they might have them go in and pro you. You know what I'm saying?
If it is a black ref, it's going to be Kenny Bayless.
He's retired.
Hey, what about
is he? Yeah, I bet you if he showed that money, he'll come out back for that fight.
No, they ain't bringing no retired ref that already had bad eyesight when he was active to come back in the joint.
That's perfect for Canelo, though. It's like,
what about Tony Weeks?
Tony Weeks.
Oh no,
hell no, man.
Yeah, another one.
Hell no. I don't know. Tony Weeks, man. He a corporate dude. He's a company man. I don't know, man. I don't know, because Canelo did mention in the presser that I know Turkey on your side. I know. Well, no, hey, Turkey, get that ref
boy with the eyes, bro.
Not just about the same.
Steve Willis? Hell no, I don't want no Steve Willis.
Eyeballs.
No, don't go with Steve Willis.
Hey, Steve Willis did help out the brother Tank. So yeah, bring Steve Willis on deck, man.
Never says I got a question.
If he gonna if Steve Willis is gonna overlook a knee and he gonna overlook somebody stepping outside the ring to get their face wiped, bring on Steve, man.
What?
Objection.
I honestly don't think that the ref really matters. I'm really worried about who the judge is going to be. That's what I'm worried about.
See, we can't worry about that, man, because the fight gonna be in Riyadh, dog. Like,
That's
come
true.
on, man. Turkey be talking to the judges and all
You
that.
you can't say nothing about that. Yep.
You can't really talk about no judges, man.
Oh,
I don't know what Haymaker talking about. Haymaker come over here upset. I know you upset. I know you got him pick, Haymaker. You know what I'm saying? I know you got your boy pick. Whoever you previous aerosexual fan, I get it. 3 weight classes, huh? 3 weight classes for real? Okay.
He said he barely beat him.
Debbie says, I got a question, Debbie says. What is Crawford record against pressure fighters?
He undefeated against everybody.
Yeah, he undefeated against the world.
What is his KO record against pressure fighters?
It depends on the pressure. Gamboa was a pressure fighter. He beat him. You know what I'm saying? They love mentioning Gamboa.
Stop Sean Porter.
Yeah, he stopped Sean Porter.
Gamboa. Diaz.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Benavidez. Earl Spence. Jeff Allen. He stopped them all, bro.
Yeah.
Benavidez.
Yep.
So y'all worry about Canelo with the pressure. Bring the pressure. That's gonna be the rise.
See, the thing is with Canelo.
This man worrying about somebody running, and he might just fall right into Crawford's hands, wanting to cut the ring off and come forward. He's gonna get hurt. I'm curious to see how his body reacts when, because you know Crawford is going to hit him the same time Canelo throws a punch. I just want to see how he reacts to that.
I do. I
Y'all,
want to see how
you know
both
what
fighters react.
everybody doing one thing too. Crawford is a good body puncher, bro. People be sleeping on Crawford, be killing the body, bro.
A great
Yeah,
body puncher.
yeah, he's a really, really, really good
I mean, his
And
countering.
fast too, bro. There's a couple times he done touched somebody to the body. I had to rewind it, man, just so I could watch the punch, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And he's quick and efficient with it
It's a
too.
lot of strengths that Crawford has that's not respected by the fight fans. It's just not respected, man. Like when he knocked down
That's because he's too
Errol
dark, bro.
Spence.
He's too dark. He's too black.
Yeah.
He's too real. There's a difference. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to
Just
be
like
like,
when
you
he
know.
knocked Spence down with a jab, people was like, they didn't believe what they was watching. They say, man, what's going on here now? How he dropped that man, the boogeyman, big fish, strap season, eye collector. How he drop him with a jab?
They knew what they was watching. They just didn't want to believe it.
Hey,
WCS, are you surprised that Bud has not sparred yet?
To be honest with you, I'm not gonna cap, man. I didn't know he hasn't sparred. I just feel like him and his team are always, on par with whatever he got going on in the fight camp. The fight is in the September. So him sparring right now in June, I don't think it make a good point. I don't think it's necessary. What y'all think?
I didn't know he was not sparring right now either. So I'm gonna tell you like this. Maybe it's because he doesn't want to take any chance and he just wants to wait. Have no interest whatsoever. I don't know. Maybe it could be. I don't know. I don't know.
WCS, you played a replay of a certain person channel when when Bud was beating up on Spence, he couldn't believe it.
Too many out there, man.
I know.
You played one channel.
Hey.
You played one channel of a person. He couldn't believe he got quiet. He was like he went numb.
Somebody tried to say he slipped.
You remember how Derrick
right
James looked? You guys remember how Derrick Jones looked at the end of the fight? He was looking at Bud's gloves. He's testing his butt, looking at him like, what the hell?
Mm-hmm. He did grab that right glove. Then he tried to.
He was checking that glove just to make sure. Let me check this glove right here, man. I can't believe what I just see.
Derrick
bro.
Derrick looked at that man like he lost the money on the parlay.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, but one thing that was crazy. I'm gonna get y'all, and I'm gonna get off, and y'all. I'm gonna listen to the show because I'm waiting to get loaded. Hey, you know what was funny? Before they fought, and they were showing the sparring with Derrick James and Spence, and WCS showed how Spence got hit because he didn't see that punch coming. That shit played out in the damn fight too, bro.
Yeah, the left hand, how he smacked him upside the head with the mid on.
Yeah.
Hey, the good thing about this fight is both fighters, they healthy. They don't really have a backstory of an accident like Spence had. Both of them it's no excuses, man. Even for Bud, it's no excuses. You had a year to get ready. It's no excuses, man.
If Bud loses, I am not going to be upset because he did it to himself. But
I don't talk that if. You know what I'm saying? We don't talk that if over here, Blue.
Hey, shit, you got a blasphemer in the chat. Blasphemer?
Hey, Neezy, what he doing? Neezy, what he talking about? If Bud lose, what is this the imposter over here? That Neezy? I mean, what's going on with your boy Blue, man?
What you mean?
Look, man, I'm not saying like
Blue
he's
up
gonna
here
lose.
talking about if Bud lose, if Bud
Man, listen to what I'm saying.
What
Let
the
me
hell you
finish.
get? Yo, what the hell you learn that language, bro? Who you learn that language, bro? Don't ever say that word again, man.
For real, man. We don't use
what the hell you learn that?
Okay,
Kick him out, WCS. Kick him out. Kick him out.
Y'all can single me out all y'all want to.
Get your ass out.
Just like what just like what you just said, WCS. You know, there's no excuses. That's all I'm saying, man. I'm not gonna
You're
be.
using that
I'm
if
not
word.
gonna.
How dare you,
If
man?
I
We
mean,
got a code
you
over
use.
here, Spud supporters. We
Listen,
don't use
listen. You
that.
use the if word. You use the if word, but you use it. You camouflaged it though. You didn't
Nah,
use it, but you
Hey,
use other
you
vocab.
never heard me say if
You don't
Bud
never come with no damn
lose.
hypotheticals when it comes to Bud Crawford. You out your mind?
Nah, we don't never do
I
that,
don't
man.
even know how to pronounce that word.
Ike.
I can't even say it.
Hey, Carlos,
Okay.
Bud
Ike.
Crawford and if
It come off as
doesn't go
Ike,
together
man.
ever
Ike.
in
I don't even know
sentences,
how you
man.
spell it. I don't even know how you say it or nothing. I don't even know that word exists. I
you
don't know
know,
how to
I
say
was
it.
Look, I ain't mad at y'all, man.
All right,
Nah,
MKB.
man.
Good with it, bro.
Uh,
Yeah, man. That Ife word, man. I don't know, man. Blue tripping,
I,
man.
I,
Blue over here tripping on a Friday, dog.
Man.
Come on,
hey,
Ife.
they still have some good fights tomorrow, so
They do. It's
I'm gonna
gonna be
see.
some good fights tomorrow. Yeah, I'm
oh
looking
yeah.
forward to Vito, man. Shout out to Vito,
Truck,
man.
hey, Jahai Tuck
Shout out to
and Truck
Jahad Tucker.
Simpson, boy,
Go ahead.
they going back. Jahai said, "I'm gonna show you what the time it is tomorrow." I can't wait.
Hey, Jahad said it's gonna be a massacre, man. I believe him. I
Deer
believe him.
Park.
Washington.
Yeah, I believe him. It's
I
gonna be
need,
a
I need to give
massacre,
me some
man.
bets in. I need to give me some bets in.
Yeah, when you told me Jahad was the underdog, I was like, what is that looking like? That's why I had to go out here
My
and
bad.
check. I was like, what's that looking like? Because
He said
Truck
he was
ain't
about to
beating no
get that
Jahad
bud
Tucker
bag
tomorrow.
ready.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey, WCS, the eyes look good too. The eyes look
yeah,
plus 1,300, and ooh, I need some of all that.
yeah. I talked to
Hey,
Sean.
WCS. Hey, but check this out. But the value is in if Bud stop him. Look at those bets, bro. If Bud stops Canelo, that is plus money, bro.
Oh, I'm
Okay,
about to put
I'm
some
gonna
so
money
just
so
tell
down on that.
right now they don't have those special bets out yet. It's still early. They
no,
don't
we
have the
call
special bets
Yeah,
out.
I'm going for.
Jahai
I
Tuck
would
and
go for the
Tyson
TKO if I
Fury.
was to bet though.
Yep, TKO. I'm going TKO 11.
TKO
Hey,
Yeah.
11.
WCS, I think it's 7 and 8 is like 2,300, huh? With Jahai and Truck Simpson.
Nah, TKO ninth ring, bro.
You
That's
you
what tomorrow
saying
night,
you
right?
saying that's what it is now there on Gumbo?
Yeah, for Jahai
I'm-
Tucklam, I think like 7 and 8, it's like 2,300 or something. I'm about to go look at it because it's high for him to stop him late. I need
oh, it's
some of them
plus
bets.
3,300. Oh,
You know,
oh. Round
They
8
put
stoppage
that up
plus
there because they know he gonna knock
4 grand.
him out early than that.
What happened?
Jesus Christ. Hey,
They
look,
put that
even
out
if
there. They
it
put the
hey
odds up
Hey,
there to
Carlos,
get
what
you
is
there.
it?
hey
A
Carlos,
10-round
even if
fight?
it is earlier, a second round stoppage is plus 6,600. Round 3 plus 5,000. Round 4 plus 4 grand. Bro, this stoppage stuff is heavy, bro.
That's crazy.
I mean,
But
hey,
it's
That's
Carlos,
why
I'm
the
out.
that's why the fans be screaming louder than the actual boxer that won. Cause they be like, they don't want so much damn money.
Yeah, that's for Jahai Tucker, but you can do round betting like 1 and 2, 3 and 4, right?
hey, the round betting
Yeah,
3 to 4 is plus 2,200. 1 and 2
I
is
need
plus
some.
3,300.
they do all types of shit in Ben. They do shit where it's like who's gonna win the first minute,
But
who's
it
gonna hit
depends
the
on the
first
fight,
punch. Like
though.
they do all types of shit.
Yeah, they do. It depends on who's
All those
fighting, though.
prop
Like
bets and shit.
these
Hey,
special bets right
I'm
here
about.
aren't bad, man.
Oh, hey, WCS, what is 5 and 6 and 7 and 8?
5 is plus 4, 6 is plus 33, 7 is plus 33, and 8 is plus 4. That's 4 grand,
So,
3,300.
so I'm gonna
I'm
probably
putting
do
$10
round
on
bet.
every round.
I'm
What about
doing
ninth
5 and
round?
6. It ain't gonna last that long, bro.
I don't know,
I
man.
think.
I don't know.
How
It's
much
Truck
is it?
Simpson. It's Truck Simpson's people. That's why Jahai is like. That's why he's the B side. It's Truck Simpson's people. So
How much it is if it don't go the distance? They got to bet if no matter who wins, if the fight don't go to distance, what's the plus what?
Will the fight go the distance? No.
No,
That's
if it
good
don't
money.
go to distance.
Hey, check this out. Will the fight go the distance? Is good money. No, it's plus 315.
But if it
Yes,
don't go to distance,
mine is 475.
Hey, so are you saying, man, that they gonna ride Jihad on the cards?
I don't know, man, but I'm just looking at the way he fought Nico Seknashvili. I just don't see Truck Simpson standing there and to that type of pressure. But to his credit, though, you know what I'm saying? Lorenzo Simpson, outside of his lack of level of opposition, the quality of opposition, he's never been stopped. Dude has never been stopped, and he only has 2 losses. But his last fight was a 6-round win over Trevon Smith, who was 2-5 now. He stopped the guy who was 2-5 in the first round. Well, that's pretty much what he was supposed to do. But he went to split decision loss to Santana, who was 10-4.
ooh, hey, I'm
Consistency isn't there, man. Jihad should have everything to stop this dude for real. He should have every tool in the shed to stop this guy. I don't care what freaking Truck Simpson talking about. What up, Gooch? The apostles in the building.
One love. I came on. I be coming on late. I didn't see you come on today, but I came on late, and when I came on, Blue, I gotta holler at you. You know you under investigation with the Bud Buddies, man.
Get the fuck
Yes,
out of
man.
here, bro.
Come
Get
on,
the
Gooch,
fuck
talk to
out of
him,
here.
Gooch, man. Talk to him,
Get the
man.
fuck out of here, man. I wasn't even
Because
saying
Blue
like that,
over here
man.
using that IF word.
Nah,
IF
That
nah.
Crawford.
All I
man.
said, listen. All I said,
Oh
just man, God
man.
damn it, bro. That's y'all on some boo boo.
I told you you don't
Gooch.
understand. When you
Gooch,
under
he know better.
investigation,
We
it's a
don't
lot
use
of
that language.
investigators out here. They on your neck. You gotta watch what you say. They hit me
Real.
up like, man, did you hear what Blue said? I'm like, man, Blue, you
Man,
under investigation. We know you're a Shakur fan. We know you ain't really Team B&B right now.
man, get off the gas. I don't want to hear that shit. You know I'm team B&B, bro.
You bringing up
Get off the
solid points.
gas, man.
Okay,
Get
hold
off
on.
the
Watch this.
gas,
Watch this,
man.
y'all. Watch this, y'all.
Look.
Hold on.
Gooch
Watch this.
couldn't wait to get on here and say that, boy. I tell you, boy.
Keyshawn or Shakur. Keyshawn or Shakur.
What you mean?
Keyshawn or
Who
Shakur.
wins? And just like anybody else would say right now, if they fight, it's Shakur. Anybody on everybody on this panel is gonna say Shakur is gonna win this fight right now on this panel, except for you.
That's
At
all I'm saying. That's
35.
why you're on the investigation, sir.
Okay, I guess you're under investigation too, because you said something earlier. You know what I'm talking about. I can't recall what it is, but you should remember.
See, my if you're gonna try to put me on investigation, make it stick. Yours is on an investigation and it's sticking,
Nah,
fella.
no,
Yeah.
it ain't sticking because I put Keyshawn, I put Shakur over Keyshawn right now.
Now we gotta bring the if. Now we gotta bring the if under the investigation. So what do you mean
Oh
by
my
if?
god.
What does that
Okay, so
if
let me.
mean?
I don't have a problem with explaining it again. What I mean by if is the simple. All I was doing is talk about if one person wins versus the other person wins. What would the outcome? Of what I thought. That's all it was.
Okay.
It's not no. Oh,
So
if he wins, I don't. Man, that man ain't winning the fight, bro. That
okay.
man ain't winning the fight. I was just doing. I was just doing. I'm just speaking some bullshit.
Oh, okay.
Y'all
You
know
gotta
that though.
repent.
But
Okay.
no, this is what
So
it is. I don't believe. I don't see Canelo winning at all. It's just a fact, man. In my personal opinion, Canelo's not
okay.
gonna win, bro. And then
Okay.
I'm the one that came out here on this panel, and I said after what I seen, just like another gentleman that got on the panel and said, man, whoever that guy was talking about the eyes, you know what I'm saying? I said that right then. Canelo ain't ready, man. He know what it is. Canelo's eyes was weird, man. He was all over the place. To me, that's negative energy because he's looking for something, but he can't find nothing. You see what I'm saying? He's looking for something to try to hold on to believe what he's saying. But he know now with that first stare down, he know he ain't gonna win that fight, bro. He knows. So all right now is just a show. He gonna do the best he can to try to stay alive in that fight when it happened. That's what he gonna do.
Okay. Get your mic mute, Blue. You've been on here for a minute. It's time for Goose to cook.
Go ahead
I
and
got
cook,
my
my nigga.
apron
Shit.
on. Hold on. I got my apron on because what I seen today at this damn presser. Listen here. Out of, let's see, from Charlo to Mangia to Berlinga. I'm gonna play all those pressers, and we're gonna tell the difference. The difference was today, ladies and gentlemen. The difference was today. We seen a man that was confident, and we seen a man that told Canelo, "I'm taking your shit. You better." Basically, what he was telling you, better sleep with that belt for these next few months, because that's coming home with me. Listen here, man. Canelo has never ever seen a dog, bruh. Y'all say, okay, Floyd. I'm talking about that ninja. Floyd wasn't in the streets fighting. Floyd didn't get knocked out with no bare knuckles. You know what I'm saying? He was knocking niggas out with bare knuckles, man. This dude was doing shit that I'm telling you, Canelo has seen some great fighters. Yes, he has. He has seen, but he has not seen this type of dog. I'm sorry, y'all can bring him out and say who, but not this dog. And that dog told you, you ain't seen one. You ain't seen me yet. Canelo can say, oh, you ain't another Canelo. Nah, you ain't seen a Terrence Bud Crawford. Because if it was that easy and how you say it ain't, nigga, you want me asking for 200 million? You want me asking for 150 million?
Yeah.
Huh? So let's go here. No. And now let's not, like you said, Blue. Now let's talk about the eyes. Let's talk about the eyes.
Talk
That
to
stare
him,
down.
Gooch.
That
Talk to him,
stare down
Gooch.
was great. That stare down. That man looked through that man's soul and snatched it out and put it back in there and said, "Yeah, you're scared of me."
Yep.
And then what you hear in the background is work time. You hear that BMP call, work time. Y'all see, y'all ain't understanding this. If you ain't a bud buddy, you won't understand it. Only bud buddies understand what the fuck I'm talking about right now. What
Hey,
I
I
am
said that
saying
earlier
is,
too about burning the boxes and sounding off. That
see, that wasn't even Bernie. Bernie's still in Omaha. That was Bomac.
was Bowman?
Yeah, that
That
was
sound like
Bomac.
Bernie, nigga.
Bernie in Omaha. Bernie don't go overseas, fam. Some
Oh,
you
okay,
know,
well, nigga,
you
hey,
don't go
look,
overseas yet.
no matter
Yeah,
what, nigga, we heard him talking.
I'm just saying you heard
My
you
apologies.
heard the call. But let me go here though. Let me go here. What I'm about to tell y'all is this. We are about to witness history in the making. We're about to see a man become three-time undisputed. I had to say it 3 times for him. That he's about to bring home a $140 million belt. He's about to bring home something that nobody has done in our lifetime, let alone the boxing history. You know what I'm saying? So get ready, and all you Canelo nut huggers, yeah, I'm going there now. All you Canelo nut huggers, it's over. Y'all can call us what you want, but when September 14th comes, I want to see a lot of y'all come to my channel and bow the fuck down like we made the Earlsexuals at one point in time. Now I see a lot of Earlsexuals is hugging on Canelo nutsack. Come on, man. Now y'all Mexicans. Now it's Viva la Locas around this motherfucker. Are we serious? Is this what we doing? Because he beat up on your man and your man is still yet to be seen in the boxing ring? What are y'all talking about? I heard WCS, I do apologize. I'm about to land my plane as my guy AC. Oh gosh, why did I bring that name up? Because I really want to land my plane, but before I land my plane on Crawford, I gotta talk about Brian Norman one good second. But while I land my plane, I'm gonna say this. Terrence Crawford is about to do something we ain't never seen before, ladies and gentlemen. And he told y'all today in this presser, I have not seen a man in who was Gennady Golovkin, who could we say that was the most confident? Oh, Bivol was confident, but this dude told him, I'm about to do it. I'm about to take your belt. I seen Charlo. Oh, he was so nice. Charlo, if this is where you supposed to be in, Charlo. You supposed to told that man, I'm about to fuck you up. But you was so nice. You was so
Facts.
Berlinga. Berlinga, you supposed to be in the Puerto Rican assassin out here. This you supposed to took a Latino pride. You were so nice. You took a knee. You
So
bowed.
nice.
McGee, I don't even. We gave you that. Canelo gave because you part of the camp. So I can't even talk to you. Who else? Who else? I'm just saying these last couple Score knew what he was doing. Score was like shit. As long as I didn't get knocked out. Shit. Hey, he got my belt, but I didn't get knocked out. Man, I made him look the way I made him look. That's the only thing we can get from Skull. So what I'm saying is at the end of the day, we're about to and we gotta say this. Cause what he told Turkey, man, ain't no man gonna tell me how to fight in the ring. I'm just gonna do it how I do. So all this, how he gonna run, he can't run, bro. Y'all gonna see some shit to where y'all gonna be like, damn, he don't be running, he just elusive. Brian Norman, one love to you, man. Shout out to Brian Norman for knockout of the year. Unless Bud can do better, I don't think nobody else getting a knockout of the year like Brian Norman. I don't know how true it is. I pray for Jen Sasaki because they say this man lost 6 weeks of memory.
What? Hi, what?
Yeah, they say this man is
That nigga was on PEDs, bro. He was on PEDs. I don't give a fuck what anybody says because the way he was recovering from being hit by Norman and bouncing back and then throwing very accurate shots. I'm gonna say it again, very accurate shots. And for you to take that much punishment, because the average man can't take that much punishment. He was taking the punishment like it was nothing. And then when he got knocked out, his lights got turned off. He was out. So that just lets you know his body gave up. I can't do nothing for you no more. What you're trying to get me to do, I can't do. Whatever you put in me, I cannot do nothing no more. That's how I feel about that shit now, especially now. You said 6 weeks of memory, bro.
That's what the reports are saying. I don't know how true it is, but I'm just
I
saying
don't either, but goddamn.
if that is true, man, I'm gonna say it just like this. If that's true, hey, it's the fight game. You gotta understand, you know what I'm saying? Y'all who was knocking Brian Norman, it's the fight game. That young man, he showed y'all why he was asking for $2 million against Boots. Cause he felt that shit, I am the $2 million man. I get in the ring and I can produce. That's just how he felt. He feels that he's that, and I will say his stocks just went up to where he can say, yes, give me my $2 million. And with that, I'm landing my plane. I do apologize. I just had my apron on. I had to cook.
Damn, bro, 6 motherfucking weeks.
Thanks for that cook session, man. You was on, you was burning some stuff up the right way, man. Sometimes you have to let them know it's flame broil.
Man.
It's hibachi.
Hey, man. I mean, the confidence, bro. This is a different confidence, fam. And then I'm with you, WCS. I heard a little bit of what you were saying because I was in and out. But I heard you like, man, what was up with this dude who was asking questions like, oh, do you think you'll see Canelo in the street fighting? Come on, man. Come on, man. You was irritating the fuck out of Bud, brother. That's what I'm gonna tell you what you was doing. You was irritating the fuck out of Bud, bro.
They already have this narrative going, Gooch, about, running. All of a sudden Tom and Jerry is a problem. Now you want to talk about street fighting.
Mm-hmm.
It's sad, man. It's sad that y'all trying to give what I feel y'all gonna be trying to give these Canelo nut huggers some excuses, because I feel the excuses is coming.
What you mean?
Hold up.
What you mean?
What type of excuse?
They're gonna try to say they gonna. That's why. Well, when I say this, I'm just saying they gonna come off with something. He was too old. He wasn't ready. He didn't look.
No, they can't do that. They can't do that, Gooch. Further documentation. Crawford is going on 49.
Yeah.
Yo, what up, y'all?
His legs was missing during the Matrimall fight.
Hey, it's definitely true about Jan Sasaki. That was from a Japanese article.
Yeah, they say he up to a certain point he couldn't remember, so it's kind of like a month of memory that he that he don't have. But that can all come back because when Tim Bradley fought Provodnikov, he said he had slurred speech weeks after that, but it ended up coming back. His regular speech ended up coming back.
I think
Man.
he's fake now too.
Do you have you seen Tim Bradley trying to get into the YouTube streets now?
Yeah. Tim Bradley said that Brian Norman need VADA testing. Where's the VADA testing? Because he think he juicing.
Oh man, come
I
on.
know,
Yeah, Bradley went hard on Norman them, man. Like he was saying, where the test at? Where the test at? Because your performances, man, I don't know, man. You just don't see that.
I seen
He won't say that about Pacquiao though, because Pacquiao what got him that jacket.
Mm-hmm. Well, I seen him talking to Earl Spence, and he was telling Earl Spence don't come.
Hold up, wait a minute now. Hold up, wait a minute. Jessica is in. Oh my goodness, what a freaking chump! You
Who was
wanted
that?
the thing set up that was a freaking troll, man.
That was showing the camera.
I mean, they was showing
Jessica?
porno. That was showing porno, dog.
How they come
Oh
up
my
as?
god.
But how did he heckle Jessica though?
That's what
I don't
said.
know.
That was
I don't know.
That was with Jessica.
I don't know, but it was.
Damn,
it
baby
was
girl, you got hacked.
Yeah, you got hacked or something.
Wow, that's crazy. Weirdo. Canelo fans out here tweaking.
Right? they got to go through all the measures, man.
Yeah, that's crazy. Hey, Gooch, you got them other clips I sent you?
Hey, I did. I gotta go through some of them too, bro.
Yeah, I got some more too, man. Those raw. They all on point.
Yeah, hey, it's time. It's time to break this shit down, get this shit going, fam. I'm telling you. Because
Hey, Bo, that's you, man. Hold up for a second, Gooch. Bo, that's you.
Yeah, that's bold.
Gotta make
Hey, Bo.
sure.
Bo, that's you, man.
I was with Jessica last time.
Cause you got them strays out here that's playing games, man.
Yeah. Y'all hear me?
Yeah, we
Yes.
all right. Hey, yeah, look, Jessica,
y'all hear me?
somebody had your profile showing the flick.
somebody had your profile and came on, and yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, is Jessica out there?
I thought Jessica was popping up. She said she out of. I should have went with what she said earlier. She said she out of town.
Oh, yeah. Damn, they slick for that. That was real slick.
That was.
Yeah.
But
I was happy to talk to the queen. Next thing you know, I'm like, hold on, what the hell?
You know what it is, man. When you start mentioning Canelo, man, people want to come out and start. It's gonna get bad, man. From all the way up to August. August gonna be real bad up in here, bro.
Did we see fear in his eyes? I ain't gonna say fear.
I believe I seen real concern when he felt like he could not make Bud adjust at all.
Like it wasn't no conformity there from Bud. It wasn't no surrender. It wasn't no,
Hey, they did like
subordinate
a 2-minute stare down, bro. They did like a 2-minute stare down, and he wasn't break. Bud said, "I'm not breaking, nigga." That's what Bud said. I'm not gonna break.
Yeah, that was more.
And Bud kept staring at him. Bud kept staring at him even when he fucking turned his head. He's like, "Yeah." he kept staring at him a little bit.
We see that, but other people see different. Like Jessica said, you see different when you watching with hate. So
yeah,
they saying the complete opposite.
Hey, he went face to face with the boogeyman for real.
Yeah, I don't think neither one of them scared though.
I ain't gonna say scared.
No, you know what? I'm gonna say this thing.
I'm scared either.
I'm gonna say this. I don't think he's scared. I think he realized he's in a real fucking fight. He can't just be saying some stupid shit. He got to go in there and really perform. He knows that he's in a real fight. He knows that Bud is serious. He knows from looking at him and having that stare down, he knows Bud can win.
No,
he knows that he got to go in there and do the best he motherfucker can to have the outcome for this fight in his favor. Because Bud gonna win that fight.
That's easy money.
He almost pissed Bud off of that. Do that.
No, he can't piss him off this early, man. They got two other pressers. I'm about to pull up there go to There go the stare down right here. So I just want to, go through briefly with no sound though.
Yep, I can dig it. Look how close it is.
Like what, man?
Work time.
Stoic.
Did he go cross-eyed? Let me stop.
I don't know. It looked like Bud looking down at Canelo. He might be a little bit taller. I don't know, man.
Canelo, he was taller because he had them shoes on, man.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he got shoes.
Platform Dolce's on or whatever he
Yeah,
wearing.
yeah. He did that on purpose too. Canelo blinked a lot.
If I was that nigga Bud before the stare down, I would say, hey, Canelo, your shoes, they kind of high. just to throw him off.
Bud wasn't blinking. Canelo did a lot of blinking up there.
Yeah, he did. Canelo said a lot with that stare down.
Man. That was a good stare down right there, man, to set the tone.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to these press conferences now.
Hey, did y'all see how pissed off Bud got when Canelo kept saying, "You're not Canelo"? That nigga got pissed.
Yeah.
Bro. He gave him that little smile. That's that smile, y'all. I'm trying to tell you. He gonna hit him. He gonna be like, "Oh, if we don't see that smile, then I'm like, okay, Bud in trouble." But if I see that smile,
I think it's gonna be another amazing performance, man. We're gonna see Canelo in a situation he never been in.
My question is Canelo gonna bring out the Bud? We waiting to see. I'm waiting to see who's gonna do it. We thought Earl was gonna do it, and we keep hearing we still ain't seen the best of Bud.
And Bud said, I just watched a little clip with Mike Coppinger. He said, damn, what did he say? Hold on, let me think about it. Y'all go ahead and talk.
Is it him and Mike Carpenter?
Yeah, it's a new interview. He said he was sizing him up like 2 years ago when the Spence was talking about fighting him. He said something I wanted to tell y'all.
All I know is it's about to be on. I hope they.
He said when he first told Turkey about it, Turkey didn't want him to fight him. He didn't want him to fight Canelo. And Bud was like, nah, that's the fight I want. And then Turkey changed his mind.
Yeah, Turkey a little sketchy, man. He a little sketchy, bro.
Hey, Turkey was probably like,
he's a sketchy
Bud, I believe in you, but I don't want you to lose. So I don't want to see that fight. But like, man, you tripping, bro. I'm gonna win this motherfucking fight. You got me as a ambassador for a reason, right? The first one. Okay. I understand. I'm with you.
He represented though when he went up there. Like, why y'all see me here? I wanted to sit by Crawford. I was like,
yeah, he was sitting over there. He sure was sitting over by Crawford, and he had the other. Turkey had somebody else sitting over there by Canelo.
Yeah, I know they was mad when Turkey said that.
That's why Canelo said, I know, Turkey, Turkey favoring you or something like that.
Yeah.
Hey, get in line, man, because a lot of fights he been in, man, they favored him.
Mm-hmm.
They was kissing his behind, PBC.
Most of the fights he been in, yep.
I was about to say shit. All right, I ain't seen not too many fights he wasn't favored. Yeah. Even against Charlo, that he was favored. Yeah.
Yeah.
PBC threw Charlo, man. They threw the Charlo brothers to Canelo.
But let's be honest, man. The third loss ain't gonna look bad on Canelo's record, man. Let's be honest.
Nah,
just go ahead and put this third loss on there, man.
Easy money.
Well, you know, you got some of these haters though that deep down in they bones, they really feel that Canelo was gonna do the damn thing, and I get it. But I just don't see what these cats be seeing when they say what they say. Hence, Mr. TR himself. I'm sorry, I ain't gonna bring him up yet because I'm hoping he's listening. But Mr. TR, if you are, we need to talk about this showdown, bruh. Mr. Tony, yeah, come holler at me because if I ever had to do a show about you, we
Yeah,
gotta
I ain't
talk,
seen him in a
bruh.
minute.
Tony go on shows where that community accepts him and all the nonsense he be talking sometime. I'm not
Yeah,
saying he don't know about boxing, but he is extremely biased.
yeah.
Like
Yeah. Oh
extremely
yeah, I
biased.
got him the other day. I double ducked him on him the other day. He tried to do that Mr. Smart Guy shit, and he told us to do it. I did what he asked of us to do, and he got debunked off his own shit. I didn't. I googled it. I thought I was gonna be right if we was right, and I just wanted to see if he was right or wrong for once, and both times he was wrong.
Yeah.
He told me to Google. I Googled. He said, "Well, no, it was Andre Ward." It was talking about the David Benavidez accepting the $5 million. He's trying to tell us that David didn't accept it, but on the Andre Ward and in Google, they both said that he didn't, and Canelo never talked back. I've been waiting to see about how he felt about this presser though, because like I cooked earlier, I haven't seen this energy from nobody in the last 4 years, 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When it comes to Canelo, everybody wants, oh, this.
Yeah, Howie Munguia was in there like that was pathetic how he was in there. Like that was his boyfriend or something.
Okay, Hamid McGill, he's from the camp though. You gotta expect that.
No,
Charlo,
he wasn't in the camp when he
yeah.
fought Bruno Saras though. The first time he wasn't in the camp.
Yeah, so
he wasn't in the camp when
with
he fought
Canelo.
Canelo.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He was
Well,
just up
I'm
there.
just saying I'm gonna say, hey, he basically he loved Canelo though. So Canelo gave that man a gift. Who I was disappointed in was motherfucking Charlo. Cause nigga, not even 3 months prior to that, nigga, as much shit you was talking to Terrence Bud Crawford, oh, you gotta do this, nigga. You should have gave that same energy to Canelo. You did not. You did not. And me personally, let me tell it, I think shit. This is my personal opinion. This is me being biased and a hater towards the Charlos. But let me tell it that Earl Spence ass whooping made you double think, and just your head your head being miscombobulated ever since the Earl Spence beat down. Me personally, because you didn't get beat down, homie. You just got outboxed. You didn't get beat down. He took a knee too, didn't he? God damn it! I forgot about that. He took a knee. So yeah, you man, come on, bro.
He did a Tebow.
Hey, he had to act like a challenger sometimes.
He did a Tebow.
He thought Canelo was a stud.
Man,
right?
Bro. My thing was, I just want that same energy, bro. Like, nigga, the way you was, as much shit that y'all was talking to Bud, like, nigga, you gotta see my little brother. Or I whoop his ass. This, and that. You can't see me, nigga.
Talking
You
about
got
the light boy in the
Canelo, and you got Suburban on me, fam.
Hey, when Mel walked up there, I was expecting the Tony Harrison energy. I was talking about keep running your mouth type of Charlo. No, they was the private school Charlo, homeschool. I go to freaking Bible study Sunday and Wednesday.
He ain't call him cinnamon or none of that stuff. He called him
None of
behind his
that.
back.
So
But,
that's what
I thought I'm wondering, like, if Bud beats Canelo, I wonder what's going to come out of Jamel's mouth.
Now hold on, y'all better keep everybody on this motherfucking panel better keep the goddamn same energy. I heard it.
When?
Tell him.
Hold on. Listen, I'm just saying. I want to see what Jamel. I want to see what Jamel gonna say.
No, bro, they jumped me, bro. They
Hey,
had me re-say what I said.
Who just said?
Yeah, talk to him. Get him, WCS.
Did Bo
to get jumped.
That was bold.
Hey, Bo, what?
Say what?
I just need clarification. You say if what?
Nah, I say I want to see what Jamel gonna say if Bud
That's
beat
what I'm talking
Canelo.
about. Hey,
You
but I
want to
didn't
see
want
what
to. I
Jamel
didn't
gonna
do
say
that.
if Bud what?
Yeah, if he beats Canelo, I just want to see what Jamel gonna say.
It's certain criteria and paperwork that's the you know the Bud supporters the Bo follows,
To
and
be on
and
this channel.
if is speculating doubt as if
Hey, I know what
Crawford
see
isn't
today.
going to beat
If it's not
Canelo totally.
what
Hey,
we gonna
hey,
You know what
Bo,
I'm
my
saying, Bo?
bad, bro. Hey, my bad, Bo. I had to
Like
do it because
I know Blue
things
was
on my hair
snitching on
so
you.
cold.
I know he was
Hey,
dry
look.
snitching on you, brother, but you know the IF word, man. That IF word is just
Yeah, that don't sound right,
Hey, man,
man.
y'all can say I'm dry stitch out. Hey, I ain't gonna be the only one. And if
And
any of
no,
you
when he
niggas
beat
say
him,
that shit,
yeah, I'm wondering what
I'm
y'all was gonna
ooh.
say too.
Nah, I'm just saying. I wonder if the truth gonna come out. Is he gonna be like, "Yo, I was paid to, make Canelo look good in that fight, and that's why the fight went the way it went."
who you
Because
talking
think
about,
Hey,
about it.
Crawford?
bro, I was surprised that
No,
Derrick
no,
James
no.
was picking
I'm talking
Bud.
about Jamel. So let's just say,
Oh,
Oh
okay.
yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah,
so let's
Derrick
just
James
say,
picked Bud.
let's just say, Crawford, he beats Canelo. I just wonder if Jamel want to be like, yeah, I was paid to look good, to make Canelo look good when I fought him.
Nah,
No, it's too late for
Yeah.
that. He can't say that.
Nah,
He had to
nah,
say
but
that. He had to
that's
say
what's
that
gonna
as
come out of his
soon.
mouth because think about it. Remember Jamal leading up to the fight, he was saying how people were getting
yeah, but
paid
that don't apply to
to basically make somebody look good.
I
nah.
mean,
Yeah,
I
but
just
it
heard
can't.
that recently from school. I mean,
Yeah,
really,
that's what I was gonna say. School said that as soon as the fight was over, like a week after the fight was over at the
because he
max.
knew he was
You
never
can't
going to get
wait
on
no.
another turkey card. Period. So he just let it out the
Yeah,
bag.
exactly. See, it's too late for Charlo. He can't do that shit. That's some punk shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Hey, Bo.
say
Hey, Bo. Hey, Bo. We have to pay attention. We hear any if come out their mouth when it comes to Bud. We have to pay attention, bro, because we got to let it be known. Because you see how they try to do us, right? We just giving our opinions. We know
I'm
how we feel.
disappointed in Blue. What's his behavior, Blue? You dry snitched on Bo. Now
Nah,
you're trying to goddamn link back up. Now he's trying to link back
nah.
up
We
with
are.
Bo to say, "Hey,
Nah,
man,
but like
I'm gonna
hey,
snitching
y'all
on
tried
your
to
dog."
jump us, bro. Y'all tried to jump us, bro, and it
First of
ain't
all,
gonna
you
happen.
was the only one in the chat at the time.
I had to hold my own, just like Bo had to hold his own. And now we're gonna unite and make sure that we pay attention to what y'all say to hold y'all accountable.
hey, but yeah, Derrick James picked Bud too. That was shocking.
Yeah, Derrick James, he was talking real nice about Bud, man. Whoo, what's a month's
Yeah,
do? A couple of
yeah.
years do, right?
He learned his lesson.
When you
Yeah.
hey, when you witness your favorite fighter that you believe is your favorite fighter get his ass handed to him like that, shit, you become a believer. You might not
And
want to do
see,
that. You might
it
not want to
ain't
be a believer at the beginning, but you see how long it took him to be like, man, I'm with Bud. Fuck that.
he ain't fought nobody. It ain't this, that. That's all that stuff he used to be saying about Bud. Ain't none of that no more.
None of it. And
Hey,
then
you
how Bud
remember?
crossed him in the hallway too.
Hey, he said
Yeah,
athleticism.
yeah.
Remember?
He was like, what? What you say?
When he crossed DJ in the hallway and basically tried to say, "What up?"
Yeah.
What you doing? You talking all that noise? I'm here.
Well, he ain't want no problems.
Yeah. Hey, he went through them doors and said he talking out there.
Then he got backstage like, yeah, he would have got choked out. Like, come on, man, boy would have choked you out, boy.
Yeah, man, he would have picked you up, slam you. That would have been it, man.
That
That
nigga did the
dude
Friday
always
move.
wrestle somebody, man.
He did the Friday move. Yeah, when he around, I'm gonna shut up. But when he leave one, I'll be talking
Hey,
to boy.
Bud was tossing. He was tossing Tank, Devin security guard all over the ring.
Yeah, he
Outside
was.
that, he was tossing him all over the place. And dude, big as hell.
Yeah, yeah, he was.
Nah, I just think there's a lot of. I think the PBC and their fighters they got a lot of jealousy towards Crawford, man. No matter what, you know what I'm saying. Leading up to that
Yeah,
Spence
because
fight,
he put them out of business. They knew what
You
was
saw
up.
Tank said Bud ain't
They
got no
knew
chin.
Bud,
Leading up to that,
anybody over there, bro.
Earl
None of them
Spence
dudes
fight,
was gonna beat
and then
Bud. Charlo,
recently,
Danny Garcia, Keith
then recently
Thurman.
he
How y'all
said,
talking over each other, man?
Hey, can y'all hear each other? Cause y'all talking at the
Nah,
same time. Like
yeah,
Nah,
Bud.
Bo was talking.
my bad. I couldn't hear
Yeah,
him. My
then
bad.
Oh, okay.
Bud keep Bud.
I did
Nigga,
not
nah,
Bud be
hear
and
like,
him.
fuck
recently,
you,
and then
nigga.
recently Tank said Bud need the money. That's that's
Yeah.
why he taking a fight against Canelo. And
Canelo.
then also I noticed like a lot of people from the PBC side, they seem like they got this jealousy factor towards Crawford, man.
It's just too
Hey,
many
bro, but
people
not
that's out
only
there
that, they
mad at
got
Crawford.
disrespect towards Bomac.
Yeah.
And we already know how they feel about Turkey.
Yeah.
Hey, you know that big shit talking about Bomac now. That shit I don't even care to argue about like defend that anymore because it's irrelevant, man. You know he could be as big as he want to be. He's still one of the best goddamn trainers out, man.
Hey,
He should be a Hall of Famer when it comes to trainer. You know what I'm saying? And that's just
y'all
what I
seen
believe.
y'all seen when Bomac checked two-tone on the boxing voice?
Yeah, he just told Ness, I
Yeah,
ain't talking to him no
Yeah.
more, man. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll talk to you, but I ain't talking to him no more. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I'll leave. If you gonna continue to have him talk to me, I'm gonna leave. He left.
Yeah, because
Yeah, that was
Two
funny as
Tone
fuck.
mentioned something about the
Cheetos.
Cheetos. Yeah.
Yeah, man, Two Tone know what he was doing. He's a Bud hater, bro.
Yeah, he a big Bud hater.
Tone a
Nah,
Bud hater,
think
man.
Tone just like to agitate, just like on both sides. You know what I'm saying? Because Tone will make a video going at one person and then make a video going at the other person that he fight. Like he just like to agitate a lot.
Nah, he like he said a couple weeks before Plant lost, he said Plant is a slick boxer. He got defense. He this, he that, he a champion, this and that. But then when he lost, he said Plant is he just said the complete opposite. Like he didn't even say all that stuff about him before. I put it in the comments too. Like that was literally fake as hell, bro. He just said like he a trash boxer, he this and that. But she was just complimenting him 2 weeks before the fight, and he said the complete opposite. So he be hating though. Like he switched up. He had Spence, and then he went to the Boxing Boys viewing that they had in Vegas, and he switched up after the fight, acting like he was with Crawford. That was super fake.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He like to play both sides of the fence. You know what I'm saying? But he agitate because believe it or not, he'll get people riled up. Like the only person I
What up,
never
Joseph,
saw him
baby?
speak against, I never see him speak against Ryan Garcia or
Right,
David
he was with
Benavidez.
Ryan Garcia. He was supporting him the whole time.
Well, he said the only reason why he really support Ryan Garcia is because Ryan Garcia was the one who put him on with the whole boxing situation. So he was like, that's why he never go against Ryan Garcia. But like I never seen him go against Ryan Garcia or David Benavidez. But he'll get on everybody else.
Yeah, he a peanut head goofy, man. I don't like dude. What up, Joseph,
Why?
baby?
Why you gotta be a peanut head?
His head big as hell, boy. I don't like fake dudes like that, man.
Yeah, you
Yo,
ain't
but the
lying,
dude,
man. What up,
but
Joseph?
the dude is a super troll that he done got to a lot of people. Like this man, like Leonard Ellaby can't stand him. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hey, hold on.
he
What's up
was
with Leonard Ellaby? Oh, go ahead, fam. My apologies. I want to ask
now
about
Leonard
Leonard
Ellaby
Ellaby.
was on a podcast, right? And one of them brought up Two Tone's tweet one time. And Leonard Ellaby looked like he was about to crash out and shit. I said, damn, bro.
See, that's a
Yeah,
lot of
I
these.
just think.
That's a lot of these dudes to be trolling on X, man. And
Yeah.
just like they be trolling, Shakur. He entertained Keyshawn, Leonard, Steven Espinosa. They just go to X and troll these people. Like they must know they never attending fights.
Yeah,
I
they
don't know
feel
what
like
makes them so comfortable doing this crap, man.
they could just get away with saying anything to anybody,
Nah, but you
knowing
know
they
what's
won't say
crazy
that in
though?
person.
What's crazy is like some of these fighters, man, they always responding to to these dudes that that be trolling them and shit. You know what I'm
Yeah, that's
saying?
what they want too. They be wanting to be
That's
bad.
why like somebody like Shakur, he's so easy to rattle. Because I remember Shakur one time said, he's like, yo, man, I need to stop arguing on Twitter. And about a week later, he went back arguing on Twitter. I said, man,
Yeah,
like
he
Hey,
ain't
they
been
know how
hey,
to
hey,
get under the
Pharaoh.
skin.
Pharaoh said, "What y'all mean playing both sides of the fence? Can't people change their views with updated information? Why do we have the idea of sticking with one person or narrative forever? It's according to the updated information. You say he got you on to boxing, but what updated information made you switch up and start criticizing? You know, I mean, you're right. We don't have to stick to just one person, but this boxing, a lot of these dudes just basically turn on a fighter for no darn reason. I mean, or they want to show favoritism towards another fighter that may be a bit more they got the juice. Who knows? Some of these fighters get turned on and they didn't do nothing wrong to the person.
Exactly. It ain't. We know who's faking out here and who not. It's just what I'm saying. It ain't got nothing to do with changing your point of view. It's like being analyzing a fighter or talking about a fighter is different than hating on a fighter. You know what I'm saying? And these dudes like Boxing Ego and Fanon and all them dudes be literally hating on Bud. Just anything negative they'll report, but something good they never report about it. And they just get a point of view and they be wrong all the time. Just like they was wrong during the whole Spence build up. Everything they said was wrong. You know what I'm saying? And they just admitted it for one day and then turned right back around to Haiti. And now they all support Canelo. Knowing they've been talking about Canelo a duck for years, he a drug cheat, this and that, but now they all support him just to go against Crawford. And
I
that's
mean,
fake.
like to me, like I ain't gonna lie, like somebody like Two Tone, his rhetoric, it doesn't really bother me because I know it's like I said, he likes to 1 minute he'll shit on, for example, 1 minute he'll be shitting on Tank. Next minute he'd be like, man, Tank will knock these motherfuckers the fuck out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I mean. Like, you know what I'm saying? As far as Two Tone, he like to play both sides of the fence. Now somebody like Punch is
Biased.
like a loyal groupie. You know what I'm saying? Like this
Yeah.
dude, he's like a Teofimo only fan. You know what
He
I'm
a
saying? Like you
racist
can't say nothing
fan.
bad about Teo.
Hey, that was a good one right there. T.O. only fan. Damn.
Yeah, he telling the truth too.
What's up, y'all? Can you hear me?
What up, Joe?
What's going on?
You at work?
Yeah, I'm working. That's why you hear that noise in the background. But
Yeah.
the only thing that had to happen, all Spence had to do was just beat Bud. Things could be totally different. But they still can't handle it.
Yeah, it would have. That would have been absolutely different. But unfortunately, my mind won't allow me to imagine what that would have been like
Right.
because
I
it played out exactly
Exactly.
the way I wanted it to play out, dog. I was looking for Bud to beat him up, and he did more than what I thought was gonna happen, man. I mean, dang, he made it look too easy, bro.
Too easy. Just like White McCain's up. That's just too easy.
they'll be talking about that more than we talk about this fight right now. We talk about Spence from town to town, but they'll be on it every day to this day. You know what I'm saying? They would have never let up. They would have never let up.
But real talk, that BG, let's just say, the Spence fight, with all the fans he had and all the expectations of what he was gonna do to the Bud. I'm curious to know if I'm using the if I'm going against the contradiction. I'm putting myself out there on the guillotine, man,
Yeah, you
because the
good.
fight is in the past. But let's
Yeah,
just say he won the titles, right? He won the titles. I
yeah,
wonder if the rematch would have happened that same year if Spence would have won the titles, because we know Crawford would have activated the rematch clause.
yeah.
But I'm
13
curious to
and
know
7.
if that freaking rematch would have went down before the end of the year and Showtime would have picked it up before they depart. I wonder if they would have even thought about departing if he would have won and would have had the rematch.
Right. I
I don't
don't
think
think
they would.
so.
I don't think so. I don't think they would have departed, man. I think they would have been happy to make the rematch. I think Spence would have been all good. I think
Get a
what it
new
was is
contract with
that ass,
PBC.
yeah, that ass whooping was so crucial to where Spence really had to evaluate himself. He made him question his manhood and everything probably. That's what I believe.
And you know, the Spence fans, they say Bud the reason the rematch didn't happen because he wanted to fight at 47 and Spence wanted at 54. I've been hearing that a lot lately. Like y'all do.
Nah, but that's what happened. I ain't saying that's the reason, but they like Spence did want to fight at 54, and Bud was like, "Yo, we don't have to do that because remember the winner get to pick the weight." So Bo Mac came out and said, "Look, if Spence wanted the rematch, we're gonna have to do it at 47." Spence never took it, but at the same time, Spence haven't come back from that ass whooping yet, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway.
That's what
Can
that'll
I
be my
can I
next
say this
response to
though?
them too. Every time they say that, that's what I say next. Hey,
But
literary Pharaoh said what you just explained is crystal clear. The hate for Crawford forcing you to support a boxer who you've been vehemently against, really unmasculine and highly feminine. Thanks for clearing that up.
First of all,
Yeah,
the prefix for
yeah,
masculation, or you know what I'm saying, masculine, is emasculine, emasculation, or whatever you're trying to say. I'm not sure who you're talking about. The hate for Crawford. I don't think anybody in here hate Crawford.
no, he talking about the people, the haters that we talking about of Crawford, how they supporting Canelo now just to hate on Crawford. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's it. Yeah, clearly that is what it is. You know, you have the bleed over from aerosexuals to Jerron Ennis.
The boot.
Jerron Ennis, spread his feathers and did what he did. But yeah. I mean, it was so much damn hate for Bud, personal hate. I mean, dog.
Bruce Ennis is a local fighter. He's still local. He ain't fought that.
I can't hear you.
I can't hear you, man.
I call him a local fighter. Bruce is
Oh yeah.
local.
Yeah,
Then
he's a
they'll
local.
say,
He's a local. What they say? You can't call him a club fighter because he's fighting in the big arena or
Right.
whatever. But
somebody in an emergency room or something. What's going on?
that's Joe. Joe working in the damn gold mines or something. Yeah, up there, got people
he
chopping
doing
for gold
construction right
bits.
now.
Yeah, it sounded like I heard a smoke detector in the background or some shit.
Man, it sound like that nigga's in a motherfucking ER or something.
Like somebody doing
Yo,
Christmas
the
out
crazy
there.
part about it, man, Spence, like, it's so funny because the people that supported Spence, right? Once he lost, I never seen fans switch up so bad. Like they were so embarrassed to see their guy get brutally beat up that they actually came up with conspiracy theories afterwards.
Hmm.
These
Yeah,
dudes make
I never
conspiracy
seen that.
theories.
Bad conspiracy theories, bro.
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
said
Shit
Big
that
the
ain't
X.
even
clone
credible.
part,
They said
Yeah,
the
walking
shit
out
that ain't
with
clone
even
Big.
part.
credible.
They said walking out with Big X the plug gave him bad luck.
Why? I mean, Big X. I
I'm
mean,
trying to
come
hear
on
that.
now. Like,
Hey, I don't know.
Texas.
That was on a list of what
I
was
remember
speaking.
hearing Blue, right? I remember hearing BBS. He said, "Yo, something's ain't right with his eyes. Yo, you look at his eyes. Something ain't right with his eyes." I'm like, man, here we go, man.
Yeah,
Here we
and
go, man.
his internet went out in the seventh round after the second knockdown. All of a sudden,
You know what's so funny with Blue, man? Blue, when he put information out there, he just be throwing out information. So when one of them stick, he be like,
yeah,
"Hey, see," he be like, "See, I told you guys.
I
I
told
told you
yeah.
you.
guys this was
Like
gonna
no, he
happen."
say like I told you, like I told you.
Refresh the super chat right now. Told you. I told you.
Look, I'm gonna say this, man. This nigga puts out something every 2 hours, and I started to be like, man, bro, you put out information so fast, you can't even, you don't even know if it's truly credible. You just put it out, and then you got to do another. Then you got to do another show explaining, oh well, that's what I heard, but it wasn't like
Yeah,
that.
these
You know
cats
what I
don't care
mean?
no
Like,
more.
come on, bro, you're doing too much. Let
These
him
cats.
marinate a little bit.
Hey, Blue, just look at it like this, bro. What if that was your primary source of, income? Because
Well,
doing
he got
social
good
media,
income though.
you lost your job. You know what I'm saying? You lost
No,
your
I got you. I got you. But
doing
that
live.
nigga making good income off that shit right now. And nigga a millionaire, ain't he?
Man, I don't get in the niggas' pockets like that.
Man, Blue, man. Blue came out and said, he said, "See, I told you guys it was going to be at Allegiant Stadium, man. I had inside information on that." I knew it before they put the information out. I was
Right,
like,
that
come
was
on,
cap,
bro.
bro. And then
I
he always.
even said I don't believe the fight even left Allegiant Stadium. I
Mhm.
think they just letting the faculty and everybody that's associated with it clear some things up, and it's going to go right back to Allegiant Stadium. And yeah, it's right back there, but yet the hotel rooms that you was trying to make reservations is close within walking distance. Man, good luck with trying to book them on the 13th, man.
Hey, he always say, people been sending me this. Like everybody just need his opinion on it. Talking about somebody sending him this. Man, nobody sending you asking you nothing, man. I ain't trying to hear that, man. Like you the nigga to ask. Like, come on, man. He talking about Thurman and Spence was fit to fight. They was talking about what is that? He the only person that ever said that. I haven't heard nothing about it since. I can't hear y'all.
Ain't nobody said
Somebody,
nothing. It was a dead
somebody
space right
dropped
now.
off.
Dead area. Yeah, dead area.
Yeah, it looked like somebody dropped off or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but he definitely be capping.
Yeah, this dude, they do be donating to him on his lives and shit, man.
Hey, but man, nobody switch up the biggest hypocrite. The biggest hypocrite I ever seen in my life is Southpaw, bro. Dude is a complete hypocrite. He switch up anytime. Like he just
He's another agitator. He likes to agitate. He
yeah
agitate as well. Like
yeah
one
he do.
minute, like he'll be your biggest fan, but then if him and that dude got words, all of a sudden that same dude he was the biggest fan of, he'll be like, man, that dude was a man. He was a cornball, man. He was never that good.
Even even if they don't have words, like he had a video like maybe I'll say maybe a year or two ago saying no Mexican fighter is ever gonna beat these black fighters. Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Tank Davis, whatever, whatever, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But then he all of a sudden started hating on Shakur. Then he switched to Ryan when Devin beat him. Like he just completely switched up. Like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying because he was beefing with these fighters
he was for
on
Clarissa
X.
Shields. Now he
Yeah,
hate on Clarissa Shields every day. Like that dude is straight. He was talking about Zaquan Moses because he hates Shakur, so he been talking about Zaquan Moses for the longest. But now since Zaquan Moses got a stoppage, oh yeah, this he actually got power. I'm a fan of Moses now. Now you want to support him? Like, dude, you've been talking about him for months. You've been talking about Richardson Hitchison stealing mouthpieces, but when he stopped Cambosa, now you're a Richardson Hitchens fan. You know what I'm saying? He'll beat Devin because he called out Devin, so he like him now. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude,
yeah.
play
But
too
that
serious.
but that's how he does. He's a super troll. That's what it is.
Well, he does what it takes because that's his income when it comes down. Just like what
Yeah,
Doug just said, that's his income. So he does what he needs to do to be able to bring in the money. You see what I'm saying? And he knows that negativity
people want to
works for
people
him.
people want to hear like the haters of Devin Haney. They want to hear that, so he know that's gonna attract them. They be in the comments like, "Dude, I feel like he got a lot of kids for fans because they simple minded as hell. Like, though his fans stupid, bro, and they don't respond to none of my comments. I'll be cooking them in the comments and him, but he don't never say nothing. And
That
Boxer Eagle
nigga
too.
blocked.
I'll
That
be
nigga.
cooking
That
him
nigga
too.
won't even fuck with me. He said he had me blocked, and I didn't even. That's the first time I got on this shit. He said, "Man," he said, "Blue, I got you blocked, and I won't let you come up to the panel at all. I will never let you come because I got you blocked somehow." I was like, "Huh?" I said, "Nigga, this is my first time on a motherfucking panel, nigga. I'm trying to like on his live. So first time I even went
Yeah.
on this shit. So I was like, huh?" He's like, "Man, I will never," because I was disagree with him. I think what it was, he probably heard me on other panels. He's like, "No, I ain't letting you come on, bro. I ain't fucking with you."
Yeah, Ace
Yo,
Money
half of
fight
these
me.
half of these dudes, especially from the alphabet community, you know what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
alphabet boys, they blocked my ass, and I ain't say a goddamn thing about them. They just blocked me and shit. Maybe because I might have said something about a fighter that they like that they got so mad that they blocked me and shit. I
When you
was like, all
cook
right.
them, like I'll be
Look, I
cooking them
tried to
in the
I tried to
comments.
get at Southpaw right through Najee, through a cigar talk. So I was talking to Najee through I was trying to get it to where me and Southcar could debate through Najee because Najee was like, oh, he blocked you, he ain't trying to fuck with you. I said, yeah, man, that nigga scared of the debate. He's like, hold on. He trying to get him to do, but he didn't reply at all. So
But
Southpaw didn't respond.
Southpaw's the type of dude. His debating is let's meet up and fight. Oh, come to Chicago. That's his.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
he
yeah.
ain't
Look.
trying. He ain't trying to debate. He trying
You know.
to. Hey, you come to Chicago, we get in the ring.
Look.
That's
You see
Southpaw right
him. You
there.
used to see him on a lot of debate channels, right? Tweaking like that, doing that type of stuff, right? So now he don't go on channels and debate no more. I guess since he he got his little following, he don't do that no more. But he literally tried to criticize panels talking about a bunch of men getting on panels arguing with each other like a bunch of females. Like now you against people joining panels talking boxing all of a sudden when you did that shit for years. You know what I'm saying? Like that was just so
He
hypocritical.
was the ultimate crash out.
Yeah.
He would go on people panels and start threatening and talk about, yeah, if I get your daughter, I'm gonna beat the shit
Yeah.
out of her
All that
and
shit.
make the blood come out her nose and let her lick it
Yeah.
up, and I'm gonna just keep pounding on her again. Like he was the ultimate crash out, man.
Yeah, he calmed down
Yep.
a little bit from all that stuff, but he was against Canelo, he was against Mexicans, but now he with him. He be all over the place, man. Dude just fake. Cause he used to
Yeah,
talk
YouTube
about
done changed a lot, man. There was a lot of wars back then. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah, definitely. It'd be funny when YouTube was getting into it though. It'd be entertaining, I would say. It happens though.
So it's some other fights coming on, but really nobody's talking about them, man. Y'all don't care about Chavez Jr. and Jake Paul. I mean, come on, premium.
Nah, I want to see the female fights and Schofield. I haven't heard nothing about that though, but Schofield and Farmer. But I never watched the. I don't think I ever watched the Jake Paul fight when it happened.
Schofield's on that card with Tyler,
Yeah, he fighting Tevin Farmer.
Chandler Farmer. So that's tomorrow.
No, that's on the 20,
Uh,
the 20 something,
Yeah, I
28th.
put it like this:
I
I
think.
won't be shocked if Farmer wins. I'm
Yeah,
not
I
gonna
me
be
won't
either.
either.
shocked.
That's a fact. I've been saying that because the way that they move, man, Karma's a motherfucker, bro. I believe in Karma. You know what I'm saying?
How you
So
think they moving? I mean,
They move
Floyd
fraudulently,
Schofield,
bro.
Kid Austin, he haven't did anything. It's most of his pops is talking, right?
Nah, he did something too, brother. You know he did.
What he
That
do?
man he was making up lies. Talking, about, yeah, it was five houses and five houses that they said he was coming
Five
up.
Reynolds. Yeah, he was
No,
right
no,
along
no.
with it.
Five Renault, and then he
I got
talked about the yeah, he was saying all kind of shit, man. It was
you.
then
I
he
got
posed when he was in the bed. You know what I'm saying? He was posed for a day. He said, say cheese, nigga. Act like you asleep. Okay, then. I
But
you.
mean,
hey,
that's working with them,
y'all,
bro. He acting.
did y'all
You know,
see
to act, you
Chavez?
have to be told what to do to act, by right?
Did y'all seen Chavez Jr. hitting the bag? He looked
No.
like he just started boxing, bro. Like, when you first go in the gym, you hitting the
Yeah,
bag,
I
you don't really
seen
know
that,
what
and
you're
I
doing.
said, is that fake or for real? Like, if he just acting like that, because that doesn't leave you. That doesn't leave you. It don't matter what you're doing, wearing high heels or whatever. That right there, learning how to box on the level that Chavez Jr. was boxing on, you
Yeah,
don't lose your technique like that. It
he
doesn't go
Maybe
away.
it's just for show,
he
though. Maybe it's just for show.
man, because if
Maybe he
not,
really
he
wants to win
definitely
this fight,
lost it.
and it's just for show.
It's for
It might
show
be. I
or
hope
he
so.
lost it because he definitely looked like a straight amateur. Like he was just punching the bag like he just walked in the gym and they let him put the gloves on and just do what he do before they start training him. Like he looked terrible on the bag. I was like, damn, he looked terrible. He definitely gonna get knocked out, bro.
Hey, going back
I
to
don't know.
that Crawford and Canelo conference, it was a question about I guess Oscar De La Hoya said something because Turkey was like, who said it? And then somebody said
Yeah,
Oscar said this. What was that all about? Because I
he
kind of
wanted him
missed
to
that
just
part.
say his name because Turkey ain't feeling him right now because
Yeah, yeah. But what did
Oscar De La Hoya came
Oscar?
on because Oscar De La Hoya came on that that Thursday or whatever he does and was clowning. He was like, "Well, Turkey should be doing this and that and the third,
No,
and he's got
he said
Dana
Turkey.
White. Hold on, bud.
You ain't saying what he said. You trying to say what Oscar
Bro,
said, and you
no,
not
but I
saying
don't
it.
care. Let me talk. Let me talk, bro, and then you come in afterwards, bro. That's
How you
rude.
don't care? And that's what he
Bro,
asking you.
because I'm talking. Just let me. And if you want to come in and finish, type some shit up, just do it. I'm not gonna say go word for
Go
word. I
ahead,
don't need
bro.
to do that.
Go ahead, Blue.
God damn. Mm-mm-mm. Anyways, so the man was basically on that Thursday shit, talking shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He's like, he got Dana White up there. You know what I'm saying? He should have somebody else. You know who he's insinuating. He should have him probably. If at least he should have him. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't have him. He got Dana White. Dana White don't know anything. He does MMA, and that's why Turkey said what he said. Address the shit. I want you to say his name in a nutshell. That's why.
The main thing he
Hey,
was
let
talking
me
about.
get this two piece super chat on deck, man, for King on deck. Much appreciated. One love. Thanks for support as always, man. He said work time. Salute WCS Bud by UD. That's what's up, man. Thanks for your support.
Yeah, but
Always welcome, man. Appreciate it.
he was talking about what is they having this fight for? It don't make sense. Bud couldn't stop Majimov. What you think Canelo gonna do to him? And then he said, and then he having a fight at 2 o'clock on the afternoon. Like, what is he doing? You don't care about the Mexican holidays or none of that, like, because the fight is on in the daytime. So he was talking about Turkey because of that. So that was what it was mainly about. It's the time of the fight.
Turkey has been really,
He don't care about
getting
tradition.
into reality TV lately, like going back and forth with different boxers in these spats. Like he
Yeah,
did Shakur. He said Shakur would never fight for Riyadh season again. I mean, he let it be known, man. He would discard you quickly.
yeah. He told
Yeah,
Richardson he not working with him unless he with Eddie.
Yeah.
yeah. I seen Turkey go at a YouTuber, man. It wasn't even a big YouTuber.
Yeah,
The
well,
YouTuber said something, and then Turkey put on X. It was like he's mocking him. He's like, "Oh yeah, this guy right here. He swears he know what he's talking about or whatnot." I
yeah.
don't even know who that YouTuber was, but Turkey went at him.
Turkey will definitely take a shot. Like when he be laying down a
Yeah,
lot on, like he boss up a lot. For real. He paying out money, so he kind of take his position serious sometimes.
I mean, you talking about a country that, come on, man. You know how they get down over there, man.
Yeah,
Come on,
it's
man.
all about
Them
respect.
cats live by different rules, different laws, man.
Yeah. And everybody talk about they was so proud of Canelo not working with Turkey. Then he worked with him, so they supported it.
Yep.
Then all the Tank fans, they they against them. You know what I'm saying? They want to talk about all the whatever they said about the picture or whatever, talking about Illuminati or whatever. Then, but since Tank said if Al worked with him, he'll work with him for sure. All the Tank fans gonna switch up like he cool all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying? When Tank
Mm-hmm.
probably worked with Turkey,
I
they
mean,
just follow it.
at the end of the day, it's all about money. Money at the end of the day. Like people
Yeah,
might will shit on, what I'm saying, Turkey now, but once he throw that money in their face, they gonna work with him.
yeah.
I think the people that are working with him, they're not really complaining. Who have you heard about, money
Nobody.
coming from Turkey except Shakur Stevenson? And that wasn't anything that was locked in contractually. It was just Shakur said they had a verbal agreement and Turkey went back on his word. But guess what? He had to go back to Turkey and he had to get on that main event talking about you might as well take me off the card and all this other stuff. I'm gonna be the co-feature. But Shakur getting paid what? What he getting paid
Like
for this
six,
fight?
like 6 million.
Man, come on now. That's good money. That's good money. Six
Definitely.
million? Come on, bro.
Yeah, Shakur was like them towel boys and whatnot. Then all of a sudden, he end up apologizing. He like, shit, I need to get that
Yeah.
money, bro.
Hell yeah, 6 million, man. He went home and Wally was like, come on, grandson. What you doing, man? Come on.
T.O. tripping about the money. He just scared to fight, man. T.O. don't want to lose to no black person.
Yeah, but T.O. another one because at first he was talking shit about Turkey. Now
he said he wouldn't
like they all
apologize.
do the same, man.
I
Because
think
like
I
I
think
said,
Tio said the most disrespectful stuff talking about a dictatorship. So
yeah,
hey, yeah, that's been the most disrespectful right there, in my opinion.
Yeah, he kind of, I don't know what he finna do. He probably blew his chance with Turkey because he don't want to take no fights.
No, I think Turkey is all about the BS too. I think he want people to keep him in these little online spats so it can go back and forth, and then he can come in as a savior.
Yeah,
Because all these fighters that spatting with Turkey, they coming back and being in his good graces to fight.
yeah, I think he like that too.
I mean, either way it goes, he got the money, so he don't need to request, funds to make a budget. He's doing his own thing. So these fighters gonna go back, man. Nobody else is out there is signing checks like Turkey, man.
Yeah,
I'm
and
talking about
yeah,
in boxing.
literary pharaoh. That's how we feel too. We feel like Canelo. He don't fight nothing like Majimov. It's gonna be a easier fight than the Majimov fight. You know what I'm saying? That's what a lot of casuals don't understand. They keep referring back to the Majimov fight. You know what I'm saying? As if Canelo moved like that.
yeah,
Like
you
you
missed
weren't
it.
even
You
trying
missed
to
it the other
engage.
day. You missed it the other day, but so on the reviews came on and he's going at Gucci. He's like, yeah, man, Madrimov, you know, he beat Bud, but Madrimov got washed by Virgil. And I was sitting up here listening to this. I was like, man, all right, Tony, he got to be trolling, bro, because I can't believe he actually said Madrimov got washed by Virgil, and then had the nerve to say Madrimov actually beat Bud. I'm like, come on.
Yeah, that's straight bias. Like, and everybody act like Virgil did so much better. Like, first of all, he didn't fight like he fought with Bud, but Virgil's face was beat up just as much as Magnum's was, if not worse. Bud's face only had a swollen eye a little bit. That's it. Imagine Virgil had to go to the hospital after that fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Y'all just wanted to be better because you wanted to be better. Just like when Boots fought Avanesian. They wanted the stoppage to be better than Bud knocking this nigga cold out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't compare. But Bud definitely beat dude. Yeah, bro. We definitely thought the same thing, man. Because that's why I feel like, man, I just can't wait till September, bro. All these haters, they gonna be eating crow again. Changing up. I said, Crawford had a chance if he could do this and he could do that. All of a sudden, everybody on mute.
That golden in the chat.
This was Bud first. Yeah, exactly. That was his first fight at 54. And I feel like the gloves too affected his punching power. Like Grant's that's for they got like patent in it. It's like medical gloves. That's what Floyd used, and Bud used those because those was Magimov gloves, but he usually used Everlast gloves. So I feel like that kind of took away some of his power too. Just switching the brands of gloves from the puncher's gloves. I'm sure he gonna have Everlast against Canelo. But I want to know if Canelo been drug tested because I haven't heard nothing about it. Y'all still there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's the last thing we need to find out about this fight is the drug testing. definitely don't want Canelo juiced up in there.
I heard people trying to say Crawford is the one gonna be juiced up.
You know they always gonna.
And they said it don't matter if Crawford was on a juice, he's still gonna lose anyway. That's what they said.
I seen somebody say if Canelo lose, then he just a shell of himself. He not the same as he like. Y'all just making excuses ahead of time. If Bud beat Canelo, it's because of snack and shit like that. It's cool though. Whatever they want to say, I want to hear the excuses. Come on with them. But yeah, like you were saying earlier, I never heard as much excuses as they made for Errol Spence. Not even Pacquiao losing to Floyd and any of those excuses that they made. Nothing compares to the list of excuses they made for Spence. Outlandish, bro.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Hey man, every excuse in a book. It was like a
They went
movie,
from
man.
uh they went from neurological damage, fucking weight drain, fucking
His
he
girl
trained. He
slipped him
ran
something in the
he ran
back.
the day before the fight.
Yeah, altitude sickness. His
Bro,
girl, they
they
got
had
into an
everything in the
argument in the
book.
back. She slipped him something in his drink. He was
Yeah.
high. He spoke against the belt companies, so they I don't know how that made them lose. You know what I'm saying? But they said Bud gloves. They said Bud was on snack. They said Bud waited to the accidents happen. Big extra plug.
And
They got
that dude, what's that one YouTube guy, manager Marty? That
yeah
dude went so overboard.
with the
What he
snack.
said,
Yeah.
he said, I'm just telling you what it looks like to me.
Like,
It's just like, yo,
Hey,
bro.
that nigga B Norman cooked that nigga manager Marty, bro.
Oh,
yeah,
did
yeah,
he?
Senior.
that
Damn.
was done. Yeah, he got
He said, man, you ain't no man. He said, you ain't no real manager. You don't even know what the hell you talking about. He said, that manager Marty, you don't have to insult me like this. Nigga, you don't know what you talking about. You can't
right.
even tell me nothing. He tried to ask him his personal, ask him his like, look, I have a situation. You answer, you tell me what you would do. And he tried to answer him. He's like, nah, man, you don't know what the fuck you talking about, bro. You don't even know what you talking about. Nah, he don't know what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? And he said also that nigga that like that yellow skinny nigga, I told him what it was too. He don't know what the hell he talking to, lying to his people. He was just
Dude,
talking this
it
shit.
was like every fight they made an excuse to why Bud beat somebody. You know what I'm saying? It was an excuse for everybody. But the fight with Spence was supposed to be, all right, this is the real fight, no excuses. You know what I'm saying? That was the reason he was fighting him. And that's the fight they ended up making the most excuses for, which is crazy. I forgot the rib injury. Then they said his eye, he had cataracts. That's why he couldn't see all them hooks. You know what I'm saying? Then they had the so-called doctor get on. They made a whole little session of dude talking like he knew what he was talking about. Like, come on, man.
Oh, yeah. That shit was funny.
Yeah, it
Talking
was
about
great.
what he called him Doctor he had a name too, because he hopped on one of those Mexican channels a long time ago.
Yeah,
It's called
I
like
don't even
Doctor
know what his
something.
name is. That shit. Yeah, that was just way out. They came up with that quick too, like the day after the fight. They still making excuses to this day. And like I was saying in the comments before, they wasn't saying none of that. He finna destroy him. He don't drink now. He way focused. Them car crashes ain't nothing. Look what he did to Ugas. Look what he did to Garcia. Then they switched up.
Shit, Bud made one of those YouTube channels retire, man.
Yeah,
He
Trill,
made
Trill,
Black Fight Fan retire and shit after Spence got his ass whooped.
Trill Bill. I mean, yeah, Trill Boxing. Black Fight Fan.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
that
gave
motherfucker
Bud his
retired
props
after that
though.
shit.
and he retired. Yup, he said he don't want to talk boxing no more. That's crazy. And a lot of them retired without announcing it, like the dude Marlo TV and what's that one dude name? Boxing something. The fat dude who used to be in his basement who was
Oh
talking
yeah,
about,
yeah, yeah. You talking about a dude
boy,
that was trolling extra hard.
yeah,
That man had the Crawford mug and shit.
yeah,
He was trolling the shit out of Crawford.
yeah. It used to
I
be
forgot
funny
that dude
listening to
name.
him though.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
that dude was a big time troll, man.
he
Them
said
squares
he
got
said
his ass whooped.
I hate Terrence Crawford. He just admitted it. I
Yeah,
forgot his
and then he,
name too.
and then he had a Crawford mug on top of that.
Yeah, dude was funny as hell.
Yeah, after Spence lost, bro, I ain't never seen that dude no more either.
Right, he came on. He was hating talking about the snack. He was talking about Snack and his gloves, and he talking about Crawford threw an elbow in a fight, all type of shit. He did it for a little while, then he just disappeared. Yeah, I wish I could remember his name. His shit used to be funny listening to him though, crying, man. Yeah, dude was hilarious. All these dudes, it's funny to watch the lives when the fight was actually happening. Just go back and watch them sometimes. It's hilarious. And then you know exactly what's happening because we seen her fight so many times. We know how that fight played out. You know what I'm saying? So you can listen to their commentary and just know he getting whooped and just see the hurt in their face and the excuses they making. That shit funny.
Shit, fucking Fred still be hating on Bud, bro. I don't know what Bud did to Fred, man, but
Fred, he be hating on Bud.
hell yeah. This dude
I haven't
constantly make
seen.
videos. He be hating on Bud like crazy shit. He talking about Bud is not even married. He got another baby mama and whatnot. I be like what the fuck does this got to do with boxing?
Yeah, I haven't seen dude in a minute. I best stop watching him. His shit don't even
Yeah,
show up on my timeline.
yeah, that man Fred, bro, he be hating on Bud like personal life. He ain't got nothing to do with boxing. He be hating on Bud personal life and shit.
Yeah, a lot of them do that, man. Well, yeah. WCS, you there? So, yeah, I guess I'm gonna get ready to get off though, man. Definitely good talking to
Yeah,
y'all. All
yeah.
right, Blue.
All right, fellas.
Yep.
Well,
All right.
shit, man. Everybody about to y'all.
Yeah.
Okay, brother.
All right.
Be
Peace, bro.
easy.
Yeah.
Yep,
You
yep.
too.
WCS, you there? All right, everybody, man. Y'all have a good one, man. Peace, love, and hairdress, everybody. To the chat and for those on the panel. All right, everybody, I'm out.
I don't. Internet connections like a mother. Hold on for a second. Yeah, my bad, y'all. Hold on. Yeah, appreciate everyone who pulled up, man. I went black on my side. I was just trying to get the damn connection back or whatever. But appreciate the ones who pulled up. It's been over 3 hours anyway. But definitely I'm gonna touch back with you all as we get closer and closer. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate the fellas dropping in to talk the boxing. Whenever you have a panel, it's definitely gonna go extended. But yeah, we're definitely gonna continue to talk about the sequence of events dealing with Crawford and Canelo. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a lot of love lost speaking about this topic, because fight fans, they just don't have the discipline to treat this as you're just a layer that's covering the sport. You're just another platform that's speaking. You're just another voice. You're just another mic. That's all. You're just another part of the settings in this whole game. That's all. Whatever information you have to tell the people, they either going to believe it, not believe it, or give you half the attention that you thought you was going to get when you put it out there or when you said it. This boxing game is opinionated, and people get mad like you're speaking straight up facts or bias. You know what I'm saying? Bias doesn't supposed to be consistent with facts. But in this boxing game, when people talk about a fighter, people tell me all the time, man, you're a Crawford nut hugger. You this, that, and the other. When you don't know how to speak about fighters, I mean, if you're in the game as media and you don't have a compassion for the fighters, then I don't know what you're here for. You say you love the sport, but the ones who participate in the sport, you saying show them no love, but you act like the sport will consistently thrive without the actual participants. Anyway, you know what it is, man. Shout out to the hottest chat in the MF game, man. Till next time, I'm out.